Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching. This is Risco in Osaka coming at you with some, little big planet-y type of stuff. Just been tossing together a new hub for a little bite-sized planet. Not really something that we're going to be doing too much of on the show, but figured it'd be a nice place to start. That's us. And whoever has joined, welcome, welcome. It is a pleasure, as always, to have whoever you may be. Please, you are always welcome to say something in the chat. But yeah, this is, it's not looking pretty right yet, but we've got it boxed in for cameras, so most of the stuff we're not going to notice, we're not going to see. All of this off to the side. A lot of my sets do tend to be boxed in, so there's a lot of empty space that we never actually get to take a look at, which is good, because that would ruin the effect. And this is what it looks like without the filters on. But yeah, why don't we get it started? I dumped a ton. I don't know why I opened that up. No, I opened that up at all. Dumped a ton of levels into the queue because my queue was erased when I we should probably rename the level Outdoors Hub. That sounds about good. Marky Barlow, hey, how's it going? Hopefully we will catch you soon. And good luck with your weekly shopping, yeah? Hopefully nothing goes terribly sideways. Outdoors Hub. LBSP. Yeah, but we do have dumped a ton of levels into the queue to make up for all the ones that we lost. And we won't be getting through all of those levels tonight. I am absolutely certain, because there are far too many, but that should keep us kind of sorted for the next couple of LBP hi, my brain. LBP streams. Kronos, how are you doing? It is a pleasure, as always, to have you in chat as well. You have not missed anything. We've just started up, like, right now. I'm going to wait for it to stop saving before I bounce out, just to, keep it from accidentally crashing and then killing the stream. Okay, so that should be okie dokie. Very well, I'll check back soon. You're welcome to check back anytime you can, Marky. I drew too much and my shoulder hurts. Wow. And you're banging it on the drawings. I saw your most recent one though, and I like that. I like that an awful lot. And I wish you what is the word that I want? I don't even know. I wish that you enjoy your drawing and your progress in drawing. I always like to see artists grow. It's a wonderful thing to see. We're going to start out with the level of the day, because this is actually on the queue as well, so we might as well do it. Bubble Train by LittleBigNoah. I don't know. I feel like we've looked at something by LittleBigNoah at some point, but it's like in November will be 3 years of doing LBP content, so it's starting to get to the point where I can't really remember all of the creators and levels that we've actually looked at. Run away, little one. Horrible gas is coming this way. Run. The conductor's got freckles. Hey, excuse me, I'm naked. This is not acceptable. I'm not gonna be. It's not that kind of stream. So thank you very much. All right, let's do this. Pyon. Is there actually horrible gas? There is actually horrible gas. Okay, so we should probably rush here. It's actually the timing's a little bit tight on this. Let me finish this one off and check the chat afterwards. Otherwise, we're gonna be in a bit of trouble. I'm liking this train though. I'm liking this train an awful lot. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Okay. There was no reason to try to go over the top of those. I don't know if anybody is going to be able to hear it. I don't think my mic is good enough, but I can hear all the water dripping into the pots in my kitchen and bathroom, and it's like an elaborate kind of torture. Oh crap, 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 crap. No! Buggery! Buggery! My actual progress for LBP hasn't been great, unfortunately. I've hit that phase again where starting the stage is the hardest part. Well, I noticed that you were... You were talking about. I did like that level though, and actually I'm gonna give it one more shot. I noticed that you're talking in the Discord about kind of setting up stage 3, and I'm really interested in the ideas that you've got going in stage 3. I think they do sound pretty cool. Horrible gas. All right, we're gonna get it this time. Also, the conductor's not running, and I'm naked again. God bless it. That makes me really. I'm peeved. Little Big Noah, why have you done this to me? Why have you made me run around naked and strutting down the street like a naked thing? Because this is Adam's family friendly, so we're not gonna use that language. But yeah, I don't want to be naked. It makes me distinctly uncomfortable. Crumbs. Bless it. But once I design the actual stage design and the enemy logic, enemy placement is the easiest part. But this time stage 3 does have a new gimmick, which is going through 2 different environments. I like that. I like that an awful lot. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with this. I was thinking about, I mean, I guess my opinion really hasn't changed from what I said in Discord, but as interesting as it would be to strip away the dash mechanic from the player, on the other hand, because it seems like in the stage 2 the dash seems really integral, and then to take it away in stage 3 I think would be, unless you lowered the difficulty level of the raw difficulty level of the stage, I think that it would be asking a little bit much from the players. But that's just me. Alright, let's not screw this up. We can beat this. Oh, crumbs. No, crumbs. We can do this. We can do this. This is absolutely positively doable. Now, we do need to watch out for the blocks that we were screwed up on last time. There goes our... No, I guess we got to keep our bonus. Nice. I don't know why it said R1. Like, it says R1, and I don't... What is that? What does that entail? What does that mean? Could we get rid of those blocks with R1? Maybe? Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, crumbs. Oh, crumbs. Nice iterated challenges, by the way. Oh, crap. Oh, you are such a dog. Oh, you are such a dog. No! Little Big Bez! We are in the midst of the leaky roof. But I wasn't going to lose 2 full days of streaming, so... I've got all the pots emptied out previous to the stream. I like this bubble train, by the way. This is good. I emptied out all the pots previous to the stream. I've got the biggest pots underneath the biggest leaks. So, hopefully the house won't get, you know, flooded. It'll also be the longest stage of the 5. That's interesting. Speaking of demo feedback, I've decided to make the dash meter slightly more generous. That's maybe not a bad idea, to be 100% honest. I mean, I know when I was playing, I have a stream. That's wonderful, Poma. And welcome. Welcome to our stream. It's always a pleasure to have a new face in chat. What was I going to say? I know part of my problems with the demo were very much stemming from my playstyle, and I think I could have done better if I had better integrated dash and color change into my own play. But it is, I mean, it's tough. It's a big learning curve from the first demo stage that you put up. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It does, I think, also have a fair amount to do with, like, who your expected player base is for your levels, for your adventures. Like, are we going for average skill, or are we going for a higher level of skill? I don't even know what we grabbed here. Oh, is this a survival challenge? Is it gonna squish us? Don't squish us. I wish I had not squished this fish. Oh, this is interesting. Also, my voice is completely buggered. Hi! There we go. Wonderful. I made it. Nearly didn't. I'm shattered. Went out last week to see friends down from New Jersey. They only come down Every 3 years, slept through 2 alarms. Des, I'm so glad that you made it. If you do need to sleep, like if you want to take off early, I wouldn't look down my nose at you because I know the feeling. Uh, to be to be honest, I'm gonna push the stream as long as I can tonight, but my brain is very skittery because I didn't really sleep much last night. How'd you get Jersey from Zealand? Um, I've got a really good friend in New Jersey. I think that's basically the only answer. I've got a couple of good friends in New Jersey, but there's one in particular who I've been talking to a lot recently because their situation is very close to my situation. So, I guess she's on my mind, basically. Now, it says we've done Unhinged, but I don't remember doing Unhinged. Last played in March of 2017. Really? Because that's... Isn't that before we started streaming? Okay, I'm intrigued. It's okay, nearly lunchtime here, going to make pancakes. Excellent choice. Pancakes are an anytime food, and I will challenge anyone who says otherwise. This does not look familiar to me at all, and that's okay. In fact, that's great. It means that we can pretend that this is the first time that we've actually played the level. It's got a nice look to it, though. The camera's a bit pulled out from what I usually like, but it's not so bad. March of 2017. So we would have been doing first season of Little Bite-Sized Planet of roughly 50 Minutes Fresh. That was done. That was me. That was all me. You don't send me up. I make healthy whole wheat and oat ones. Oh my god, that sounds delicious. I haven't had pancakes in a while because I can't eat a full batch. So they only really make sense to make if there's somebody here to eat them with me, which for obvious reasons is not really the case at the moment. Although if Honey Bunny ever comes down from Tokyo to visit, I will definitely make pancakes for her, because she was my main audience for pancakes. Alright. What's going on here? We've got an illuminator, which almost never happens. Were you gonna Ella's Little Bite Let's Play the demo? Might have some interesting tidbits that I can keep in mind as I continue to plan it out. Let me think. I mean, the demo, you mean the one that's up right now, or the one that you're kind of working on at the moment? I could definitely do a second... Visco, why? Why? Also, why are we turning these on? It doesn't really seem to be doing much. I could definitely take a second look at the demo. The only thing that I worry about is that I wouldn't really be able to show very much because I'm not very good at it. And I don't want to make your demo look worse than it is. So it's something maybe I to have a think about on my end. I don't remember any of this, by the way. For now, the current demo is all I'm planning for now. So the current demo, when you like the current demo, as in the demo that's actually up, the one that we played on stream. And again, I mean, I can look at it if you want me to, but like I said, I just worry about making it look worse than it is. That's my only concern. Why do you have a layer changer here? I mean, I'll try it, but what the hell? What have you done to me? Where have you sent me? Okay. We we went to outer space. The one that you can play, yes. Well, I mean, do you want me to? What the heck in heck? What did we... Okay. I guess we won the level. I feel unhinged. I'm not really worried about it. If you somehow make it look worse, that's fine, since I plan on finishing it eventually. Alright. Well, let me think about it. We could do it as a B-side episode for next Sunday. I think that wouldn't be so bad. Let me make a note that that's something that I want to do. Okay, B-side. B-side next Sunday. Kronos' level, okay. Alright, so I've got it in the note, and we'll try to make that for... What is next Sunday? We'll try to make that for the 21st. Cool. Okie dokie. I completely lost whatever train of thought I had, which is fine. There's no problem there. Now, there was some... I had an idea for the lightning effects on enemies. If they get hit, they're stunned for a few seconds and can die from a single rocket. That's kind of interesting. If you leave it alone, they'll just explode. Will the enemy explosions harm you? Or will they just be kind of decorative effect, so to speak? Because I like the idea of the enemies becoming mines, basically. This is Cardboard Challenge Skill Test by Uli Kila Oo. God, I can hear the dripping, and it is driving me absolutely insane. I feel challenged. It'll be harmless, but you'll lose out on hyper energy. Okay, that's fair enough. Ara. They're really not going with much in the way of decoration here, and I definitely should have turned on the music. I'm still not feeling super duper challenged, but that's okay. That's certainly okay. What are you doing here? Where? Okay. I mean that's a thing that works. I'm willing to do that. Yo. Okay. Alright, I see how this is. Okay. That's nuts. It's cool. It's super cool. That... Nice, Wah, wah. See, I was talking smack, and because I was talking smack, the level was like, okay, you want to be like that? We could do that. Oh, this is terrible. This is horrible. I hate you. Hi. 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 And this is why you don't mock. Dying from electric is the worst. Look how bad you failed for 2 whole seconds. I know, right? Just kill me, basically. Oh crap, crap. Crumbs. Did it. Got it. Nailed it. First try. Okay. Oh, you... Sigh... Laissez, as the French would say. I don't know if the French would actually say that. In fact, I kind of doubt that they do. Oh. Adam's family friendly. That's what we're going for here. I am loving this. I am absolutely... This is, I mean, this is the whole thing. Okay. Okay, precision jumping. Oh, I should check, so I don't forget. Des, will you be doing dreams tomorrow morning? I mean, you usually do, but I hate hazard placement like this. I know, right? Okay, yep. Thank you. Okay, no, that's cool. I mean, it is a challenge. I'm not gonna throw too much shade on it because it was. They did say it right up on the front of the tin. But I may or may not be losing a certain amount of patience for this particular challenge. Monkey bars, I love you. You are so sweet and wonderful. Everyone loves the monkey bars. Yes, they do. Why is that bubble over there? That, like, doesn't make much sense, but okay, sure. Yes, hopefully if the kids stay in bed. Then we will definitely be up on the stream. Rocking it, as it were. Will Des play my totally normal level? I'm gonna stream this to my TV in the kitchen whilst I make pancakes with the kids. Absolutely, have fun with the pancake making. Oh, you can't just toss me into another level? I hate that. I really do. But we did get music, so... And it's overly loud, so I imagine that's actually a created track. Because that's usually a thing. I'm kind of liking it, though. Wait, what? Oh, just the ends are electric. Oh, God. Oh, come on. That's terrible. Lex Luthor stole 40 pies. That's more than 30, and that's terrible. This is hell. Thank you, physics. Thank you, LBP physics. Little Big Physics. Oh, Jesus. I actually took that into account. All music in my shooter is at 60% volume. It's pretty awful. It's challenge, but challenge is heavily in quotation marks. I bet if you nail every jump, you could probably just hopscotch it, but if this tosses me into a level 3, by the way, I'm gonna be really cheesy. Excuse me, but what? Excuse me, but what? You can't, that's not how that works. Oh, thank you. What the hell? Thank you. Oh, I hate this. This is gonna suck. This is gonna totally suck. I mean, did you see how much that sucked? Oh, gee. No, no, no. No! This is a whole thing. Ooh, Kilo Ooh is, Wait, what? Excuse me? Hi? There's some really weird gravity going on here. And it's about as fun as a kick in the spine. Oh, it's Hive! It is wonderful to have you in. How you doing? We are just banging on some LVP3 community levels. I love this. I love it. This is just it's a whole thing. Wait, what? Why did I bounce off? Doing good. Hope you are doing good, all things considered. It's a very mixed bag, but mostly happy. Like, I at least sent out the paperwork for the new job, and we'll see how the actual interview goes. I got my fingers and toes crossed. I think if I make it through the interview, I should be able to do the job, but because it's just light factory work. Like, I'm just gonna be packing things. But mostly it's getting through the interview. I think they have to give me the interview. Because it's going through the unemployment agency. You know what, the hell with this. They forced me into that level, I don't have to finish it. I think because they've got a setup with the unemployment agency that because they accepted the invitation from the unemployment agency, they do have to at least give me the interview. But I have to actually pass the interview. But if I can do that, I think things will be okay. It is going to be a significant cut in salary from what I was making before. So there will need to be some pretty big changes in my life. Or taking a second job, which itself would be pretty big changes in my life. But at least it's a step forward. Won't be sitting around doing nothing. The apartment stuff with the whole leaky ceiling thing is... I mean, there's not much I can do about it, really. Fingers and toes crossed. Absolutely fingers and toes crossed. But I'm not... What's the word? What's the word? Thunderbird. What's the price? 40 twice. I'm not pessimistic about it, which is good. And the repair folks should be around for the apartment tomorrow, so it's just one more sleepless night of switching out pots and pans. And that should be taken care of. I'm really cheesed that we lost the stream yesterday. Like, that's what bothered me the most. No. Like, I'm in an apartment. I should have said on Twitter, this is my complete screw-up, but I said roof, and I should have said ceiling. The problem is that the apartment building is, for a Japanese apartment building, relatively old. And the pipes are not great. So there's a burst pipe somewhere in the wall. And it's really bad. Like, I can hear it dripping inside the walls. So that's causing it to leak. So it must be like in between the floor and the ceiling of the fourth floor apartment and my third floor apartment. So it's basically pouring down. I don't know what they're gonna do to fix it, to be honest. Like, it seems to me like they'd have to tear open the wall or tear open the ceiling to get at it. But I'm not a repair person, so it's like a bad omen or something. I had a crazy thunderstorm happen at the time of the stream cancellation. There's like been, for storms and rain, it's been bad. Like, there's that Hurricane Barry right now is really screwing the hell out of the southeast in the US. And it is rainy season here. I don't know if that has anything to do with, like, the pipe issue. But I kind of doubt it, but it's not impossible either. It might also just be a sign that as much as I love this apartment and as much as it's been home to me, that I might need to be thinking about someplace new, someplace less expensive, because it's not cheap. I mean, it's reasonable for, I think, Japan, but, like, it is... No, I mean, for me, it's expensive, to be 100% honest. And I do need to be thinking a lot more about money, considering what I want to do with my life from here on out. Or kind of the... What would you say? Like, the midterm plan, I suppose, is the way to put it. This is... Wait, haven't we done this level before? We totally have, haven't we? Because I remember that. I remember that, this thing here. And that it was a real big pain in the butt. Hirunda! It is wonderful to have you in chat. I'm glad that you're making progress with, Gungeon. And congratulations on... Height? My tongue will work. Congratulations on clearing the bullets past. Because that is a big pain in the bum. I think Oh, I hate. Like, I have no mouth and I must scream. I hate. The bullets past for me was the hardest past fight, definitely. Well, okay, there we go. I feel like a lot of things have happened since the last time we've had, like, an everybody all together stream. What's going on here? I think I came at serious talk time. Not super serious, just kind of life stuff going on. Mostly like apartments and leaky ceilings and things like that, so you're all good. I'm sure that we did this before. I'm gonna have to check. Bullet +1. I just really like the bullet. Bullet's a fun Man, what is wrong with my throat? Honest to God. Bullet is a fun character. I do like the bullet an awful lot. Which is not to say I'm very good with the bullet. But I do have fun playing it. Bullet is stupidly good. Bullet is absolutely stupidly good. I need to check this. I am sure that we looked at this. Would you be able to get an apartment that costs less? It's... If I get an apartment that's comparable in size, then it would be much farther out in distance. Now, I should point out that my apartment isn't like... It's not big. And in fact, compared to like a US apartment, it would probably be considered fairly small. My apartment now is probably half the size of my apartment in Milwaukee, but it's twice the price. Unless you get hit on floor 1, God help you, poor soul, right? Not just soldier on and get a heart. I could get a cheaper apartment in the same area that would be much smaller. I could get a comparably sized apartment that is farther out, but I don't know how farther out would be. But like, my ex and I, we really hit the triple word score with this particular apartment in conjunction with my previous job and the salary for my previous job, because it's really nicely situated. It's really central to, it's maybe 40-minute walk into Umeda, which is kind of the uptown area. It's about a 15-minute walk to Shinsebashi and Namba, which is kind of the really fun downtown area. It's right next to a super nice park, and it's really a good size for 2 people if you don't need a lot of space. So this, yeah, it would be hard to pull this off cheaper. And in fact, because of the way the neighborhood has changed, one interesting thing I found about renting in Japan that's very different from renting in the US is that your rent tends to stay at the rate that you picked up the apartment. So like, I've been in this apartment for 11 years, and I haven't had a rent increase once. My previous apartment I was in for 4 years, and the rent didn't go up once. Because the neighborhood has gotten much, quote-unquote, much nicer. So I bet apartments that you rent today in this neighborhood are probably $400 or $500 more than what I'm paying for this one right now. Aren't small flats somewhat standard in Japan? Well, there's small and there's absolutely tiny. Like this, I like this size. Really, for me, it's extremely comfortable. My apartment before this one, you could fit in the bedroom of this apartment. It was super duper tiny. Living a block away from a park is legitimately therapeutic. The park literally is right outside my balcony. Like, it's not even a block away, and it is super therapeutic because it's a sound buffer. So the way that this building is situated, that there are 2 really major streets that are 1 block away on either side, that the buildings kind of to the left and right of me block the sound of those. And to the south is the park, so that's another buffer from sound. And then I've got the entire building that's to the north, because I'm on the south side of the building. So, like, it's stupidly nice. There's no way that we deserve this, and apparently we only played this level once. So what? I don't know how the dice rolls worked that my ex and I ended up in this apartment. It's crazy. Temple Squash, Donk Silence. Let's actually get on with the levels. Speaking of which, when it starts raining excessively, my brother's bedroom would be leaking and make the carpeted floor damp. I'm so glad that I don't have carpets. Just in general, because carpets are an amazing pain in the butt. But, yeah, if I had carpets, this would be... Well, yeah, I mean, it would be bad. Although a carpeted kitchen would be pretty nasty in and of itself. I will be happy when this is all sorted, though. I'll tell you that much. Temple Squash should start. I don't reach. What's going on here? Ah, I see. That's interesting. Oh. Oh, we got birds? Are they evil birds or are they good birds? That seems like an evil bird. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll take a look at chat in just one mo. I don't want to get squished here. Although, really, do we care if we get squished? Now it looks like I'm wearing a wedding dress. I don't think that bird can do anything to us. Oh, this is gonna hurt after a while. I thought you were playing CZ for a second there. Oh! Hi, that's my fault. Carpeted kitchen. You'd have to be crazy for that, yeah. I don't know, I don't think I've ever... My second apartment in Milwaukee had carpeting, but the kitchen was like faux wood. I don't want what you're selling me, bird, so there's that. I don't think I could wear white. Really. I'm not a white wearing person. As Ani DeFranco says, I never wear anything I can't wipe my hands on. And you definitely can't wipe your hands on anything white. Why? Oh, this is recommended for me, that's why. These aren't levels that I picked. This is not my queue. Fool! Bound for the Lake of Fire. I was wondering why nothing there looked really familiar. Busy making pancakes now, so I'm lurking, but you're on my TV now in the kitchen, casting it from my phone. I am glad that we can keep you company. Pancakes, Des. Well, you can. It would just be bad for you if you did. It would look pretty ugly, yeah. Neon Race. Let's try Neon Race. Oh, no. There was somebody... what's his face? What's his face? Yeah, that's great, Risco. Way to remember people's names. That's good. The person who made Sunny Day, they got in touch and wanted me to look at one of their levels on stream.
Hi there, Saki. Welcome to my little race.
You're kidding me.
Make it to the end as fast as you can, and remember to collect those bubbles to get the multiplier.
I love it. I love it. We'll check, because I want, just in case this person... Nani? Neon? Kitchens and bathrooms, toilets usually never carpeted for really obvious reasons. You are absolutely right. You're 100% right. I think I have been in a carpeted bathroom, though, before. For some reason, it feels very 70s to me. Are we done here?
But most of all, remember to have some fun.
I will do that, very strangely voiced person. Okay, I love this song. I feel like I hardly ever hear this song. Indeed. Indeed, good sir. I also want to rock your body rock. I do need to check that chap's name, though, just in case they show up to chat, because I would like to look at their levels on stream when they can see it, but I don't remember what their name was. What's... Okay, that's kind of cool. And it looks like this person has, oh, crumbs. Oh, come on. That's cheap. We can do this. We are masters of dying. No, we did not die. Eh? What the hell was that? Why did I just stop suddenly? Well, this level is certainly a level. I'll give it that. You can't take that away from it. Oh, man. You're gonna do this to me? This is how you want to do it? Sure, fine. Whatevs. Whatevs, devs. Can I just go? I just want to go. Very nice hat, by the way. Okay, let's... I don't know, it just feels like there's no pace to this race. And it's very distracting. And I don't know why that would be. But it is nonetheless. What? Oh, you gotta turn all them on. I gotcha. Stop that. I feel too like I've been in a carpeted bathroom. I'm sure they exist. I don't know about carpeted kitchens, but I'm fairly certain I've been in a carpeted bathroom. What a blast from the past. Wait, is this Lek? I don't know, but I can check. It might be. I just grabbed a whole bunch of stuff at random on off LBP Me because my brain was not functioning today. Why is my tablet beeping at me? Surely that can't be so important. Are we almost done here? Any moment now. Any moment now. Crumbs, we're gonna die. Or not. Oh, I like the way the bubbles are running away from us, though. That is kind of a neat effect. They don't want to be popped. Oh, that did not trigger. Why did you not trigger? Ah! Ah! Oh, bugger. Lazy devs wanting you to finish the level for them. That is kind of the name of the game with LVP. Thank you for playing so much. Stop puppeting my corpse, thank you. Thanks so much for all your yays. Makes me very happy. I could give that a yay. It always bothered me that neon levels included materials that weren't neon. I think that's fair. Oh, we didn't... Where did we go? We did not make top 5. Also, I'm starting uni tomorrow, so the other PtaER standalone level will have to wait. Hyunda, absolutely. I mean, no, it is Lek, by the way. No rush on getting your level done. Like I was saying in the... Oh god, no, I was talking to somebody else. My brain, please. Like I was saying to somebody else, but it applies to your situation as well. The streams aren't going anywhere and the series aren't going anywhere, and whenever you've got PtaER ready, just send us a line, and we'll be happy to take a look at it. I also got distracted by modding ETG. I think that's fair enough. What are we doing here? Summer in the Highlands? Alright, we'll do Summer in the Highlands. I'm really a little bit cheesed that the only color scheme that allows me to have a white tie also makes all the text almost unreadable. Ah yes, uni. That one thing I don't see myself surviving in. Kronos. I survived uni. And you're way better put together than I am. So I wouldn't worry too much. This is by Keep Z or Keep 2. The writing is a little bit too small. Okay, sure. I don't even know if this is the right direction that we're supposed to be going in. But apparently it is, so let's run with that. Oh, I kind of like this. Why did I stop moving? Sure, whatever. That makes perfect sense. I always liked this particular material, though. And I kind of wish that I saw more of it. But on the other hand, I don't really play very many Savannah-themed levels. They don't seem to come up so much anymore. Now it's all temples. Everything is freaking temples. And temple levels can be nice. Temple levels can absolutely be nice, but, you know, it's just a little bit overplayed. Excuse me? No. Gosh darn it. Oh, believe me, I worry about things way more than you give me credit for. My dude, I've done the only 2 exams in the first year, and now I'm just doing cool stuff. That is the best feeling. When you don't really need to, worry. Oh, this is terrible. Why? Oh, because Visco is an idiot, that's why. There's wall jump material to the side. Gods. Yeah, that feeling when you've got all of the really major stuff sorted, and you can do one semester that's just kind of screwing around. I was a little bit crazy in university, as far as wanting to get out of university as soon as possible, because I thought that was the thing. And I took full class loads every semester, and I took summer class loads. So I actually graduated 1 semester early. Oh, this is terrible. I graduated 1 semester early, and my final semester was almost like a half semester in order to just like clear out the last random credits that I needed just to get as many as I needed for my degree. And I took just basically fun courses that I didn't really need to... Oh, what is wrong? Why can't you jump to the side? There's some really weird thing going on with the climb here. But yeah, the last semester of uni was, as far as university, mostly stress-free. But I was also working 2 jobs on top of that, so, you know, because that was sensible. Oh, what is the issue here? What am I doing wrong? I don't even know. Whatever logic they were using to make the climb work, it wasn't. Also, this is... I getcha. Okay. So there's a double issue here. I don't think the level is precisely well laid out, but I also think that Risco is pretty dumb today. So, you know, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Judging on I'm doing things now, I think I'm going down that road anyway. Never had the opportunity to do that. All semesters had critical stuff. That's the only 2 exams in a 3-year course in programming electronics. Now that's interesting. So, and I apologize because this just might be me being really dumb, but like the courses, are they multiple year courses? Okay, that was really weird. Like, all the courses that I took were 2 exam courses. Like, there was a midterm exam and there was a final exam, and that was basically about it. There were a lot of writing Excuse me? Oh, it's a lever. Gotta pull the lever. Hi. There were a lot of writing projects, but there weren't really, like, a lot of quizzes or tests. But even still, I can't imagine just having 2 exams in 3 years. It's a pain in the neck to shoot a weak wood. Okay. Actually, that would probably freak me out. Because it seems like it would be really easy to screw up, right? but I don't know. Like, I haven't. It's been 20 years, so. Hold on just a mo. Let me get off of these walls. Are you doing a lot of practical stuff? I'm doing a 3-year thing called Bachelors of Creative Technologies. It's all project-based. Huh? I need like the little buzzer that sometimes you see in Japanese panel shows, where they'll slap the buzzer when they hear something really interesting. I've never really heard of a course like that. Oh, what, that's not weak wood? I mean, it's the same material as the other weak wood. It's all lies. It's lies and damn lies. Soft, juicy, delicious lies, but lies nonetheless. It makes sense now. I've done nothing practical for the past decade. I think the only practical stuff that I did, I had a chemistry class with a lab component in it. That was when I thought that I was going to be able to be a forensic pathologist, and before the science courses, university level science courses, completely kicked my butt. It's like, oh yeah, I did really well in high school, this should be easy. Also calculus. Calculus absolutely murderized me. So I moved on to sociology. That's not entirely true. I had a giant crisis where I had no idea what I was doing in my life, and then I took a bunch of courses that, just at random to see what would stick. You know, like throwing the old spaghetti against the wall. And sociology and criminology were the ones that stuck. I'm a little disappointed that I couldn't hack the pre-med course for forensic pathology, though. I'm also really ticked off that there was a forensic investigator course that was in a university across town, and I would have been really happy to have done that. But nobody told me, and I had no idea until like 5 years later. I was a wee bit salty. Just a wee bit. Alright, that level could have been laid out a little bit better. Stats murdered me. I actually, because I was a terrible student, like terrible as in not a very good person, I actually argued my way out of having to take stats, which now I regret. But I regret a lot of things about my university experience. One of which being that like I said, I did rush it. You know, I treated it as a box to check, and the sooner that I could get that box checked, then of course my life would become completely normal because I did the university thing. It didn't really work out that way. But yeah, I do regret getting out of needing to take stats, because now I have a rough understanding about how stats work, at least enough of an understanding that I don't get screwed by stats, but like when I see them in newspaper articles, but at the same time I don't have that granular understanding that I think is really important in the world now. Is that sad? Probably. College makes me feel weird. It also sounds insane to me. Calculus is for babies. Proof via induction is where it's at. Hirunda, I'm not even a baby. Like, pre-calc murdered me. Pre-calc was where I think my math skills capped out. Like, I was really good all the way up to that point. I loved math. Like, I loved trig. I thought trig was super cool, because it was just like a puzzle to figure out. And then I got to pre-calc, and it was just like hitting a brick wall. It was one of the first times in, like, school experience, and that was in high school, that was senior year of high school. It was one of the first times, like, I'd ever actually not been able to do something, and it was a pretty big shock, actually. Combinations and permutations are the shizao. The shizao! I found out I had the opportunity to do a neuroscience rather than psychology, which would have been a better fit for me, but I found out when I was in my 4th year. I ain't doing a whole nother degree after almost completing one. That was kind of, I mean, for me it was a little bit later than that, and it was one of these things like, not only was it a little bit later, but it was, I found out in a way that really rubbed my face into it. I graduated uni. I'll do a quick story, then I'm gonna have a quick cigarette. Graduated uni, took a job doing data entry. well, this is actually, I took the job doing data entry while I was in uni, and continued that job after uni. Completely burned out of it. Was out of work for a month or so. Started working at the funeral home. I was working at the funeral home for about a year. I had to go to the medical examiner's office because whenever we had cremations, we needed to take the bodies to the medical examiners because they needed a quick examination to make sure that there wasn't evidence being hidden of like mistreatment. Because like old people, even simple falls and simple bruising can sometimes cause death because the bones are really, really fragile and bone shards can get dislodged. But anyways, so I had to go back and forth to the medical examiner's office quite often. One time, somebody who was working there was somebody that I had actually gone to university with. And she was, oh my god, you know, Chris, it's been so long. I was like, oh yeah, hey, how's it going? Like, you know, what are you doing here? And she said, well, I transferred out of Marquette. That's the university I went to. I transferred out of Marquette because I found out about this, you know, degree program that would put me directly into a job as a medical investigator. And my jaw just like clenched like a fist, because that would have been me. I would have been so cool with doing that job. And here it was this girl. I don't know how she found out about it, you know, because it was at University of Milwaukee, University of Wisconsin Milwaukee, which doesn't overlap a lot with Marquette. But anyways, yeah, I was pretty pissed off. Take a break if you need to, buddy. Sorry, fellas. Yeah, please take a break. I think I might back out for 10 to 15 minutes. I realized the topic made me quite sad. Oh, Jesus, Kronos, I am so freaking sorry. That was not cool. I should have been paying more attention to chat. You take a break, I'll take a break. We'll have a different topic when we come back. Now I feel sad. Sorry, Kronos. Buggery. I'm sorry about that. I don't know which aspect of that topic was not good, but I do apologize. That's crappy on a hosting side from my side of things, so I hope none of the rest of you are too sad. I have to kind of remember that my experience is fairly atypical, which means that to me certain topics aren't really sad anymore, but not everybody's like that. In happier news, it is festival season here in Japan, and hopefully I'll be able to get to one of those, because those are some of my favorite things about being here. That's all good. That makes me happy to know, but it is something that I do need to keep kind of half an eye on. Well, more than half an eye, because I do want to think about how everybody else is doing in chat. It's always been kind of my big thing that everybody's comfortable. But all the Matsuri will be starting up soon, and they are so much fun, and they have really, really good food. So I am very excited about that. I'm not going to be able to dress up because I don't have any Matsuri clothes, but someday I'll be able to play dress up, and that will make me very happy. Because Matsuri clothes are pretty stylin'. They are stylin' and profilin'. We're gonna get squished. Oh, oh, no, we didn't. I don't think I could pull off the off-the-shoulder, hi, Brain. Hello, Brain. Kimono look. I think I'm actually probably too old to pull that look off, but it is a kickin' look. Even though I've been informed that that is, it's a courtesan style. You know, which is basically like, not a courtesan style so much as an escort style, I suppose. But it does look pretty nice. Alright, I'm good. What level was this? This is Flaming Timberlands. And, Hey! My tongue will work. Flaming Timberlands 2. And I don't remember who... This is Jack, of course. So this is one of the oldies but goodies. And also, Kronos, I am really sorry. Do you mind if I ask, and not to get you down again, but just so I can keep in mind, kind of what's good and what's maybe not so good as topics. Was there a particular aspect of the last topic that was bothering you? Was it the university stuff or the other stuff? Because I can just make sure that I don't get into that again. I wonder when the Bone Festival is this year, actually. Because there's a bunch of them, and there's one that's like right outside my apartment. And they're usually on the weekends, so I might have to... I don't think they don't usually start until mid-August, though. But I might have to do a early stream whenever the festival is, because I'd really love to go to the festival. Oh, this is cool. I like this. Just the college aspect. There's really no need to apologize for bringing it up, though. The fact that I still haven't applied ultimately falls on me. No, it's absolutely... It's cool, dude. Don't worry about it at all. And I can see how that would stress you out, so we'll leave it to the side. And think about festivals, perhaps. Think about festivals, think about good movies. I really... Oh, crumbs. Saw that happening. I saw it happening. I knew it was going to happen. I really want to go see Happy Death Day to You, because that's just come out. What is it that you want me to do exactly, Level? But I don't know if I can justify the expense, because I did just see a movie. Well, I saw the first Happy Death Day. Bisco, what are you doing? What do you think you're going to accomplish? It's that thing about, like, the craziness is doing the same thing a billion times and thinking it's going to have a different result this time. Oh, okay. I see what they want us to do. Alright, we got to get these in here, and then we're going to shoot them with the Paintinator. Gotcha. That's really kind of awkward. I don't know if I like that at all. Of course, Happy Death Day to You is the sequel. And right as I say that, you mentioned you saw Happy Death Day. It was actually surprisingly good. I'm really glad that I went... I'm really glad that I went to see it. It handled the concept pretty well. It was genuinely touching in some parts. You gotta stop this. Really, though. I think, as far as emotional payoff, I mentioned this, I think, in one of the posts, but as far as emotional payoff, I think that it probably should have ended one stream, like, one cycle earlier. But even still, I had a really good time with it. And I guess for the conceit, it couldn't have ended one cycle earlier. But I would have appreciated it a little bit more if it had. And I heard they actually make it work doing it through as a sequel. Which surprises me. Like, people whose opinion on movies I do, for the most part, respect, have said that they've handled it really well. Wait, what? What is it that you want me to do here? Can I go up? No. But I can't... Wait, does this loop around? It doesn't make any sense, does it? Like, we were just here, right? We were. I wouldn't have said that there was a real necessity for a sequel. But, yeah, some folks that I follow as far as movies have said it's really quite good. Oh, for fudge sakes. Let me get to the bottom of this before I get myself killed and frustrated. There we are. Does that make sense? Probably not. I've always considered the idea of knowing what you'll take before you take it come off as a bit insane. I'm envious of a mindset like that. Probably not. And darn it. I've heard good things about Happy Death Day to You as well. Yeah, it seems like it should be pretty cool. And I mean, as far as being envious of a mindset like that, or finding it a bit weird, I don't think that it's weird that you would be envious of it, because seeing people who seem to think they know what they want to be doing when you don't really have a strong idea of what you want to be doing, I mean, it can, I think, kind of get grating a little bit, but I don't think you're weird by any means. Oh, they've given us a little map that I can't really see, so let's zoom in there. So what do you want me to do? This gets pulled this way. Alright. And then, like what? We hit this? Oh no, that's not gonna work. Okay, I think I got it. We want this to be like this. We want to pop the bomb in like this. Then we're gonna pull it over. And then we're gonna drop it. Super genius! Ha! Nande? Nande? どうしたの? More. I guess we gotta do it a second time? I've been told to take game design, but I'll just pull from the depths of the heart for a second and say exactly what I've wanted to say for years. What the heck do I know about games, really? I'm not gonna say that you should do anything one way or the other. And I would say that it's not necessarily a bad idea to take a bunch of intro courses off the cuff in a bunch of different topics and see if one of them ends up appealing to you. Because that's basically what I did my second semester after I crashed and burned in my first semester. That you don't necessarily need to have a plan, like right off the bat, if you don't feel like you've got that direction yet. Now, the second thing I would say and this isn't necessarily going to change your opinion in any way, shape, or form, but I'd say that you know a fair amount of game design, to be perfectly honest. I've always loved the way that you've designed your levels. I think they're really solid on, even when they're beyond my level of personal skill as a player. You definitely have a good idea of how a good level should work. And I think that translates pretty well to, conceptually, to game design. But, you know, that's really a direction that when you have a direction that makes you happy, that's where you ought to be going. Not because somebody else says that this is what you ought to be doing. Okay, those are just points. We don't really need those to progress the level. I don't particularly care if we get a high score. That was kind of nice. I like that. Where are we? Oh, right, because they had to use the text boxes to make zoom-in cameras. I remember this. I mean, not this level, but I remember this point of level design. What the heck does anyone know about games, really? Oh, hey, so I like to think this is a thing that is different in Australia, maybe, but we pick a course and that's that, rather than picking our major later on in uni career. I'd suggest looking at games and look at why they work, dissect like you'd dissect a literary work. But you do that if you go through game design. It's definitely different in the States, Hive. Like, we don't really have to pick... I mean, you pick... Oh, that was unexpected. Hi. I think that you can pick a major early if for some reason that you want to, but you don't really have to pick a major until maybe second semester sophomore year. I know that you need to have a major picked by junior year, but I can't remember if it's first semester or second semester sophomore year that you've got to pick a major. Oh, fudge! I hate these things. I can never make them work, like when I'm creating them, and I hardly ever make them work when I'm playing somebody else's. I mean, I've done that for a while, but I can't really fool myself. I don't see myself applying what I know in real life. And that's cool. Kronos, that's absolutely 100% cool. Like, if that's not where you see yourself, there's no reason to force yourself into that box. I mean, that's just what I think, though. I mean, it's not... Don't take that as God's own honest truth or anything. Please, please don't take anything I say as God's honest truth. Unless what I'm saying is please take care of yourself. Because that is the God's honest truth. I want all of y'all to have a happy life and a good life and mostly a stress-free life. But that's just me. Whew. That was a pretty long level, to be perfectly honest. Uni also provides great opportunities to apply knowledge. I never got into programming because uni gave stuff to do. I never got into programming because uni gave stuff to do. I'm trying to parse that last part there. Though none of that might even be an issue. I've got a really bad inferiority complex, you see. I'm not going to tell you get over it, because I think it's a really crap thing to say to somebody, but at least I can tell you that I understand that feeling really, really well. And it's hard. Like, that's a hard feeling to work through and to work with. I hope that you come out the other side of that, but I never got into programming until uni gave me those challenges. That makes so much more sense, Hirunda. Thank you for clarifying that, because I wasn't sure if it was a reading failure on my part or not. Because that happens. Sometimes I'll read something like 3 or 4 times and it's written completely fine. Like there's no mistake in the sentence, and yet for some reason the meaning doesn't sink into my brain. So, might explain why Madoka resonates so much with me, actually. Huh. It might be, yeah. You know, finding something that resonates with you in some media. It could be book or it could be movie. You know, a lot of times that there can be a reason for that, why this is kind of clicking so well with you. I did a whoopsie. Is a thing you can work through and deprogram. It's hard to work through though. Yeah. Yeah, it is. There's no question about that. It seems like I've got a message bell up on something here. Oh, this is good because it gives me an opportunity to check that person's name. What was it? Hetrifo. Hetrifo. If we see that name come up in chat, we will take a look at their level because they did ask for it. Hetrifo. I'm gonna put a star next to that so I make sure that I do actually notice that. That's weird because when I look here, it doesn't tell me what the notification is. Oh, Drawnborn. Drawnborn is a new subscriber. Drawnborn, if you're in the chat, by all means, feel free to say something. Feel free to join in. There's, I don't know if you're still there, because I just noticed the bell pop up. Okay, can we... I bet we can't get over to that. We gotta loop around. Invisible walls, they're my favorite. It's always good to chat with you, though, Drawn. If you're there. If you're not, then I'm talking to somebody who's not here. Which is not something that I've never done before. That happens a lot with Honey Bunny because her internet connection is really garbage. So sometimes she pops up in the chat to say hello, and I don't realize that she's not in chat anymore, and I just chat away in Japanese for like 20 minutes. Wah, wah. This is kind of cool. Oh, so that's how you want to play it. Alright. I see your little scheme. And I appreciate that they told us that those were dangerous. That's a good thing to know. Sneaky, sneaky. Excuse me? Where did we? What did we? Why did we? Oh, this is way too many shots needed to kill these. That's an interesting sound to make for the turrets. It is, isn't it, though? Also, why do I always put an extra N in turret? Why do I constantly think that they're pronounced turret? Oh, we can blow them up, too. That is kind of cool. I appreciate that. They go pew-pew. Something that really resonated with me media-wise was Hoseki no Kuni. Hoseki no Kuni, Hoseki no Kuni. Why is that name really familiar? Oh god. Wait, what? Okay, everything has more HP than it really needs to. And I would like it to not. That would make me very, very happy. Hoseki no Kuni. My wrist. It's the Sad Gem anime and manga. Okay. Oh, that does make sense from the name. I know this is going to be one of these things where I do a Google image search and it'll be like, oh yeah, it's that, but for some reason it's not really clicking in my mind. Mae! Mae! From turrets to dragons? Sounds legit. It's like an evolution, you know? It's very much a Magitech world. You got a little bit of your fantasy, you got a little bit of your super high tech. I almost don't want to shoot the Paintnator anymore because it's really starting to hurt. I'm kind of digging on the pew here. I mean, I know I don't have to tap the paintinator. I know I can just like leave my finger on it, but the ROF is really garbage. So you kind of end up with a 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other. I mean, it worked for Rain of Fire. See, there you go. Excuse me, but what the heck was that noise? Stop! Really though, just stop. I love the noise. I have no idea what it's supposed to represent. Shoot. And it seems to be working for us, but I did like the kind of the Magitech world that we had set up in roughly 50 Minutes Fresh. I wish I felt happy continuing that story, but I don't really think it's my story to tell. So, which is one thing, you know, that happens when you do a lot of kind of incidental world building and you don't really think about the implications of that world building, and then later you do and you're like, oh yeah, hey, maybe that's not really cool. Wah wah. It's very much a wah-wah feeling. But I did like our version of Ryukyu. I wish I could kind of farm out the setting to somebody who would be a more appropriate storyteller, because I thought the setting was really fun. But unfortunately, NetBrad, hello there yourself. That warning sound is literal nightmare fuel, right? What setting is this? Which setting is what? Oh, you mean the Roughly 50 Minutes Fresh? Roughly 50 Minutes Fresh was kind of, well, it was a review show like we did with the Little Bite-Sized Planet, but I turned on my headphones a little bit. But we kind of did an incidental 3-minute story section. Oh, that's actually really awesome. I love that. We did incidental, like, get to tell, because there's just only so much you can say in 3 minutes. But I like the story of the world, but the more that I thought about it, because it did take place in an alternate universe like Okinawa and the Ryukyu Islands, and that's, to me, speaking as an American, that's really fraught to choose as a setting for a story when I'm not from Okinawa and I don't have that background, to kind of just take that as a setting felt inappropriate in the end. So, oh, don't crash. Please don't crash. Yeah, that's something that's asking for trouble. My net crapped out and I missed everything. Don't worry about it. Waffle, I am going to make you Waffle Discord just for you, buddy, to support you and the gaming stream career. That's really sweet, NetBrad. You don't have to. I mean, I appreciate it, but I don't know how much I could put into the time for it. But it is nice. And I do appreciate it very much. I've already got like a couple of Discords that I'm following though. I think I tend to cap out at 2 very not busy Discords. I don't think it was your internet, by the way, Hive. It might have been on my end because I just got the... Your connection is not sufficient enough to do this this stream, which does tend to show up once every stream or so. Yeah. Why did you stop? Okay, there we go. Oh. Yeah, someday I'm gonna have, like, really fancy internet connection that's, like, super duper fast. But that day is not today. How long is this level? Because I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, okay, this is okay. Your connection is not sufficient enough to connect. Yeah. Actually, I'm going Betty Vibes. I have a big day tomorrow. Hirunda, I am so glad that you showed up. It is always good to have you in chat, and you're always welcome for as long as you want to stay. we should be, as far as I know, we should be on the regular schedule for next week. So Thursday 2 o'clock, Saturday 7:30, and Sunday 7:30. Ah, Kronos. I know it's not necessarily advice that you may be able to listen to, and because I've told myself this, the exact same thing. But don't be too down on yourself, mate, because it's just it starts to compound after a while. At least I found that in my own life. So this is actually kind of tricky. Well, if it's poor connection, you get kicked out easily, and I'll be free. But yeah, like, I don't know what I can do besides just getting a new ISP, and well, we saw what happened the last time I tried to get a new ISP. Didn't really work out so well. I still have that bill to go. Gonna have to pay that bill. Eventually, I mean, they will get their money when they get their money, but it's not gonna be today. It's not gonna be this week either. It might be next week. Have a great rest of your days, folks. Well, I'm definitely gonna get into. Although I guess it's more the rest of the evening for me. Actually, I don't know what the hell I'm doing this evening. Because obviously I'm not sleeping. Oh no, that ISP what lied? Oh yeah, that was, So, because I broke the contract, within basically a week of the contract sticking, well no, I guess it was more like 2 or 3 weeks, wasn't it? But because I broke the contract, they're like, okay, yeah, sure, you can break the contract, no problem. You're gonna owe us 30,000 yen now. I was like, oh yeah, that's certainly a thing, you jagamuffins. So, but, like, I'm on the hook for it, so that's just the way it is. I guess it does teach me to be a little bit more wary of snake oil salesmen. Or just the possibility that people will be snake oil salesmen. But I am pretty disappointed about it. I'm disappointed about the money, but I'm also disappointed by the fact that I really did think it was going to be better for the stream. And it was super duper not better for the stream. And that kind of cheeses me off. Because I want to be able to provide the best stream that it's possible for me to do. So I was really excited about it. Yeah, well then. Absolutely well then, right? You might be right. I might be able to heed that advice, though. I do try to shake the feeling every now and then. I hope you can. Hey, Waffle, do you sometimes go on PlayStation party chats or not? Very rarely, to be honest. A lot of it is just because of timing, but a lot of it is also just... Usually if I'm on the PlayStation, I'm either streaming, I'm recording, or I'm watching a movie. Like, I'm not usually on the PlayStation just to be on it. So there's that. I'm actually kind of really happy that level is over, because that was making me really tired. I do hope that you can kind of pull back on yourself, Kronos. Because I think you're an excellent dude. You've been a pillar of support the entire time that we've been doing streams, and even way back when I was doing the kanji level. You've always had good advice, and just generally been somebody that I can depend on. And I'm always glad that you are in the streams. So I do wish for you to have the best opinion of yourself that you can. Also, don't worry, this is just a one-time thing. This is just kind of talk I needed for a very long time. Absolutely, Kronos. And if you need to talk, it's cool. I mean, that's part of why chat is here. This was ever the first time I've ever talked about it over anywhere, to be honest. Thank you. That means a lot to me, that you can say that. It means an awful lot to me. I'm glad that you feel comfortable enough in this environment that that's something that you can talk about. Welcome to Logic Island, Sackboy. We are the Switch Trigger tribe, and we need your help. Our god Prox has been angered by some talk about circuit boards on LBP Central Com. I love it. I love it. Please, Sackboy, please visit our village and talk to our chief. Trigger the Canoe Brothers and let them take you on amazing island of Logic. Oh, because of AND gates. Ah, hi. Gotcha. I gotcha. We are super on the trolley here. I couldn't figure out... Neprad is left. Oh, Nep, did you try to join? I completely missed that. I am so sorry about that, mate. Although I do think that... probably if we tried to do, like, a co-game right now, everything would explode. We'll take you to our island, Sackboy. Let's tell us a story in the meantime. In the beginning, there was nothing but chaos. Yeah, you seem to, I think you keep on getting bounced out, Nep. I don't know if, like, if you're still in, because... Oh, I know what part of the problem is, because I've turned off, I know what part of it is, because I've turned off join. That's why. On the first day of Prox's awakening, he downloaded the Pirates of the Caribbean DLC, and there was water. On the second day, Prox created a global, and there was light. On the third day, Prox smeared some glitched basic material DM material he obtained from Aya 042, and there was Earth. On the fourth day, Prox logged on to lbpcentral.com for the logic packs, and created the Divine Perma. On the fifth day, Prox used Water Switch for our island. On the sixth day, Island and our tribe were born out of water, winch, and logic. And on the last day, Prox saw that all was good, so he paused, saved, and published. This is beautiful. This is a thing of beauty. And that is our story, little Sackboy, and here we are. Please talk to our chief. That's like a trip down memory lane. Don't venture too far into the forbidden XOR realm. Welcome, Sackboy. I'm the gatekeeper. If you want gape to open, you must set and or correctly. This is the end. Oh, this is gonna be so much pain. This is... like, I love it, but this is gonna hurt. Okay, so what do we want here? How do we interact with these switches? Oh, God. Yes? Yes, no? That can't be right. Oh my god, he's got grab sensors for eyeballs! That is genius! Also, I did something wrong. I have no idea what I did wrong, but I did something wrong. No? I mean... I feel really dumb. Is there something else I'm supposed to be grabbing here? Our stone blocks... Well, like, there's only so many I can't jump down. Okay, I can. There are only so many configurations we could possibly have, right? We can have these gates together. Both gates together. Wait, I don't know why that worked. Fine. I don't care. It worked, it worked. That's all I care about. I just turned it off. I broke it. I am not logically inclined. If one were to be completely honest about things. Oh, that is very cute. I like that. What do we got? This is slick, though. I do like this. This is a whole thing. Can I get up there? Oh, you just turn on. Okay, that's fine. See if I care. Don't give me any toys. Ooh, nice drum beat. This is amazing sauce. Oh, it's a switch! I thought it was something else, but it's definitely a switch. But are we, like, are we working towards something here? Is there a goal that we're trying to reach? I would hope so, but maybe not. Also, can I get back up onto the platform? I would like to be on the platform now. Fine. You keep your platform. See if I care. I don't care at all. I am 0% chuffed. It's like math. I think this would explain the start of the problem, yeah? I can get pretty basic logic to work in levels, but it's not really how my brain works. So after a while, it all starts to fall apart for me. The divine perma! You've made it, Sackboy. Yes, I have. Sack girl, thank you very much. You know, that is one thing, I've mentioned this before, and this is something that's bothered me for a while. Well before, you know, anything that's been going on in life at the moment. I really kind of cheesed off about the switch from Sack Person to Sack Boy that we saw between LittleBigPlanet 2 and LittleBigPlanet DC DLC. And I actually went and I played through, like, the intros, which is not really all that much. Like, the intros for LBP 1, LBP 2, LBP carding. And the point of change is the DLC, the DC DLC. Every time before that, the character is referred to in levels and in the intros as Sack Person. Or Sack Chum. I think Avalon uses Sack Chum. And it's like, you know, there are a lot of girl players for LittleBigPlanet. There's no need to be gender specific. But I guess they didn't want... Well, I mean, it's just dumb. I don't know why they made that change. Vita too, but I don't know if Vita was before the DC DLC or if Vita was after the DC DLC. Because I remember MDKade saying that there was like a joke that was specifically made from the name being Sackboy. What do you want here? That is a gigantic sensor switch. It is a very large sensor switch. I don't know how I survived all this time with the messy logic that I conjure. After the stream is over, can I stream of me and you doing LBP levels together in LBP 3? At least for a little bit. We could do something like that, but I don't know for how long, because my brain might be kind of dead. Well, Level, where do you want me to be? I will go where you want me to go. Is it up? Do you want me to be up? No, we were here, weren't we? We did this thing. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Those stairs. It was the stairs, wasn't it? I gotcha. I think. Because they weren't there before, were they? Maybe? Here goes. Good luck, Sackboy. May Perma be with you. I'm so confused. Speaking of Switch, really sucks to hear about your Switch. I'm bittersweet about it. Like, the honest truth is that I hadn't been using my Switch since February, and that was only to play the Piranha Plant DLC. So it's not like selling the Switch had a big impact on my life. On the other hand, I'm pretty cheesed that it came to that. Like, it shouldn't have done. Are you gonna start slamming again? Oh! Genius! The timing there. The timing was absolutely perfect. I hate. Hate. Okay. Now we want to get onto that, right? Now, At the very least, I did make really quite good bank off of it. I was kind of shocked how well I came off from selling it. I think... Well, I mean, I did sell it with Mario Kart 8 together. I hate this. Actually spent on it. Timing. Timing. Give me like an audio cue or a lighting cue. That's the level. That's not the chat at all. This is not going to get old at all. Not at all. 1, 2. Alright. Let's just take a look at this. The first one goes down, the second one. So when the second one goes down... we should jump when the second one goes down. Or up, as the case would be. I am all about finished with this. I am all about done. Let's switch things up. Do you get it? I do, Neb. We might be switching things up right out of this level, because I'm getting a little bit tired of it. I mean, it's charming, but it's also not working with my brain. So, clearly there's a problem. And the problem is definitely me. Oh, this was... C'est magnifique. No, no, just... it's the last one. Last chance. Last chance. And then I am done with this level. No! Budget. Budget, budget, budget. Does it require a brain to play a level that is nothing but brains? I don't know. If you're in need of brains, then yeah, it might. But like, if you're a zombie, the concept is great. I might come back to this level and look at it in Little Bite-Sized Planet, but I'm obviously not functioning on the right cylinders to be doing it. I'm gonna take a really quick break. I'm gonna be right back. Hive, if you're still there, I did want to ask really quick because I can't remember. Kazi said he was taking a couple days off from streaming. Does that mean not streaming tonight, or is he gonna be back on tonight? Because my time zone thing is all completely screwed up. But I just wanted to ask before I forgot it. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna have a drink of water. I'm gonna have a quick cigarette and let my brain come back to my head. No brains, no brains. Hi. He said next stream was next Wednesday. Excellent. I mean, not necessarily excellent. I'd really like to check one of Cassie's streams again, but at least I know it's not tonight, so that's good. Des, welcome back. Don't worry if you need to be quiet every now and then. I know you got the kiddos, and I know that you were dealing with pancakes, and pancakes will wait for no man or woman. Pancakes are demanding of full attention, or else they just end up getting really gross. Your sack person has developed special mind powers for no apparent reason. Maybe they were bitten by a spider. Or maybe their mum is also their sister. Who knows? All we know is that you can use the right stick to try it out. Okie dokie. That's the left stick, Lisa. Oh wait, no. Go back. How did the pancakes turn out, by the way? Oh, we got... Wait, what? What? That was kind of neat. Buggery. Oh, we should have moved it over, shouldn't we have? Because it does... I think it affects everything in the level? Or maybe just everything that's close by. It's kind of clever, though. I'll give it that. Can I, like, ram this hard enough that we can act... that was dumb. Can we ram this hard enough that we can actually hop? No, clearly not. Interesting thing about the mind powers thing here. I've always considered in my head that Sack Thing is canonically the most powerful being in the LBP verse. Well, I mean, they've got full access to creator abilities. That's for sure. Which puts them leagues ahead of just about everybody else. And they can defeat the Negativitron. And who was the Collector? The Collector was able to capture all the other creators, so clearly Sack Thing is more powerful than the Collector. I do think of like all the video game characters, I think Sack Thing is probably one of my favorites. Very solid look, very solid feel to the character. The fact that Sack Thing is extremely customizable, but still retains very much their image, I think works out very much in their favor. That was very much twice in one sentence. That's not classy. I need to work on my classiness. My classiness. Come here. There we go. Easy peasy. Also 1, 2, 3 easy. Or, if you're a heathen, lemon squeezy. But I don't judge. I don't judge at all. I totally judge, by the way. What do we... Oh! Oh, that's clever. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. The idea is sort of how CZ's plot came to be. The idea of Sack Person being a sort of god fragment. I like that. And I like CZ's story an awful lot. I thought that was pretty well done. Oh! What do we... Is there... Height... Height? Wait, what? Oh, I bet I have to hit it, like, at just the perfect angle. Oh, I hate this. I am gonna hate this to death. Okay, a little bit to death. Not totally to death, but... Yeah. There was a certain amount of hatred there. I've actually never heard of 1, 2, 3Z anywhere until I turned into these tuned into these streams. Really? I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's clearly 1, 2, 3Z. What do we want to do here? Do I have to somehow swing? Oh, I get ya. No, I got it. That's... No, now I've completely screwed it up, haven't I? That's one way to deal with it, of course. We want to go up here. Now we're gonna go... Oh, no. Oh, wait, that's safe. Okay. Ow, buggery. Uh, to mostly death. Mostly death. Ditto, I've only heard Lemon Squeezy and the racist one. I don't know the racist one, and I'm pretty happy about that. I will not, absolutely not ask you to share that one. I'll enjoy my ignorance. But, yeah, back home, we would only say 1, 2, 3 easy. I never heard Lemon Squeezy until Cult Master Monocle mentioned it. This is where it's getting to be. It's getting to the point where, like, my brain is not retaining memory anymore. Now I'm gonna have to apologize to Cult Master Monocle. Or hell, was that Thomas? Was Thomas the one that was saying Lemon Squeezy? Crumbs. I feel really kind of bad now. What? Oh, I gotcha. I'm on the trolley. I wonder if it's regionalism. Very well might be. Because, Call Master Monocle, and I think Thomas as well. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure that Call Master Monocle is in Australia. But then, but Kronos, you're Canada. So what's your excuse? Or if it's like a Commonwealth thing? Hi. I am digging this level. I think they've done a really good job with it. I know I'm not showcasing it as best I could, but I think it's well handled. I guess you're gonna have to apologize to the imaginary third party instead. I could apologize to both of them. I'm really good with apologies, so that's not really a problem. It is, isn't it? I can't remember. Is this LBP2? It is. It's LBP2. I should have known. I should have known. There is I do find a fairly consistent level of quality in the LBP2 levels. Which is not to say that all the LBP2 levels are good. That would be just crazy talk. But I think I'm more likely to find pretty high quality LBP2 levels than I am to find LBP3 levels. Now that might be blue car syndrome. I don't know necessarily that is the truth, but now what do you want with me? Will this oh, that's clever. I like that. I like that a lot. I think they could have used a different height. That's the way you want to be about it. They could have used maybe a different material to indicate that it was going to be sticky. But yeah. Alright, we're clearly going to need this. There we go. That was what I was missing. And then you are going to go over here. You are in Barbados. Your traveler's checks are not in Barbados. I don't remember how that commercial goes, and it's probably not important that I do. 1 out of 8. Oh, there were secrets, and I didn't even know there were secrets. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh. Fine. Be that way. That's the way you want to be about it. It's okay with me. Okay. Switch. Ah, hi. Now I gotcha. We are 100% on the trolley now. That was good. I like that one a lot. I'm just curious, do you think people just stuck with LBP2 rather than moving over to LBP3? That's a good question. I moved over because PS4 and way more creative freedom. I think some people are crazy, quite frankly. I don't know. like, I do know that a lot of creators did stick with LBP2. Although I don't know if they stuck exclusively with LBP2. But there are still new LBP2 levels being put out. And I've seen levels with published dates that are later than LBP3. So they may have been just kind of increasing their skill as things went on. No need, because LBP3 got all levels LBP 1 and 2, so it wasn't needed. At that point, though, do you feel like too much creative freedom is a thing that got people in over their heads? I kind of think that there is something there, Hive. Like, I feel like that there's a lot of working within limitations in LBP2. And I feel like when people nail LBP3 levels, they make really good LBP3 levels. Like, I'd like to take a look at the flow levels, but I don't think that the internet connection is going to be able to handle it, because they get pretty laggy on my system. But yeah, that's interesting. It might have just been because we lost a lot of player base too. Because 10 years is a long time to stick with a series. And people do get older, they do move on. So it might be a lot of players that, like, built up some really good creative chops, drifted away from the game by the time it got to LBP3. Huh. I only moved over to LBP3 because that's what was available to me, because my PS3 was dead at that point. I'm glad I did, because I wouldn't have been able to record otherwise, but I also kind of feel like there's a certain... It feels like there's a certain style of level design that's quite common in the LBP2 era that has been left behind in LBP3. I would love to look at flow, but I got the feeling it would probably crash the stream, and I feel bad about that. How do you think anybody graduated to making their own games? Actually, I think a couple of folks have moved into actual game, like, development. Confer MC, I know, went on to PtaER. It was PtaER, it wasn't Media Molecule. But I'm pretty sure that I've read some people saying that they have gone into professional game design from LBP. I most certainly didn't. I don't believe LBP is designed to make full-fledged games. I don't think that the system itself... Oh, but we've already played this level. Darn it. I thought we had a new Aiko Ami level. And something is locked, and I don't know why something is locked. Brain Yump Race by FRITT. I don't think that LBP itself, like, is something that you could really make a game out of, but I think that the skills or the way of thinking about games and the inspiration that comes from working in LBP could push somebody on to, like, professional game design. Okay, this is, I mean, this is certainly, it's a level. Now, I bet I need to bounce off of this thing. This is, yeah, hey. Do I I can't. It doesn't work. I don't get the height I need. Why must you hurt me, level? Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry I? Do you really want to hurt me? I don't know the rest of the lyrics to that song. fudge? What is this even? Hooray for QA testing, right? Yeah, you know, look, I'm not gonna beat my head against that wall. Life is too short. Getting over it. Actually no, you know, I want to check something really quick. Has anyone ever actually beaten this level? Played by 2 people, hearted by 1 person, played 20 times in total, completed once in total. Yep. QA! QA, everybody. I do like checking out the ratios sometimes. My Dominican whole wheat oat pancakes with bananas and pineapples are coming along nicely. Oh my god, that sounds so good. I wish I could cook. I got a whole pot of sauce that I can't do anything with because I can't use my stove. What the heck? What is this? What? What is this? Should I press a button? Hold on, this is... I just spin? Okay. I guess. This is a thing. Alright, I think I've got the hang of this. This is like that, what's the level where you, the level, what's the indie game where you've got to get up the mountain? And you've got like a hammer or something? Oh, it's Get Over It, right? That's the name, Get Over It? Oh, this is hideous. This is terrible. No. Getting Over It. Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. Is it the name of this? It's called Getting Over It. Well done, Risco. I set myself up for this. I totally did. This is the most awkward control scheme I've ever seen. I should have saved the Boy George song because obviously I need it here too. As far as I can tell, this is a 1-to-1 adaptation. Well, that's good because I'm now part of the gaming conversation. Like 1 year too late, but I can say now that I've played Getting Over It, and I wish I hadn't. But at least this means I didn't have to spend money on it. No, Jesus, please. No! You know, bugger this for a game of soldiers. Unless you're a silly person and chose to play it on the phone. 2 years too late? I'm kinda old. I'm allowed to be behind the curve on these things. Actually, have we played anything in a timely fashion on stream? Resident Evil 2. We got that on release. But everything else that we played has been like 2 years old, hasn't it? So I think we're being consistent here. One could even say that it's on brand. Please don't say it's on brand, but... Gunk Gamer did... Alright, that was terrible. They did the, what was it, Sky Garden? The one that was like all Pocat? Looked really, really nice, but there was no gameplay to it. Excuse me. What the I mean, that's certainly a thing. Nice music. I don't really like the way that it's canceled out all the sound effects, but that's okay. What did they do? I'm not digging out the notebook because that's like 2-3 notebooks back. I would never find it. I mean, it took me 13 years to get myself into a situation where I could even entertain playing my copy of Viva Pinata. Did you get around to playing that? I remember I don't think I've ever actually even, like, played anything on an Xbox before. Nobody I knew had one. And certainly here in Japan, like, the Xbox did not take off. Although I think it has its fans. Oh, spikes. The only spikes that I accept are the ones that are in my friend's head. Because they really are quite lovely. But he's trying to grow horns at one point too, but I don't think the horn growing was successful. But I appreciate that at least he gave it a shot. Ah! The Xbox is ridiculed over there in Japan. I don't know how ridiculed it is, because I'm not really a part of the gaming community here in Japan. None of my friends are really gamers. But, like, the one person that I know who does kind of sort of game is pretty much a Switch gamer. And a little bit of... Oh good, we still have that. A little bit of PS4. But I know that it doesn't sell well. It really took a bath. But I think it would have had a hard time anyways, to be honest. There is a lot of local brand loyalty in Japan. So, I mean, that is changing. I think Apple really helped push Japanese buyers away from purely picking up Japanese products. But it is... I wouldn't say it's guaranteed, but if there are options between a foreign-made electronics product and a Japanese electronics product, that's not very to it. I think what killed the Switch for me, and it didn't kill the Switch, I'd love to give it another shot, is just that over the past 3 years, my brain, I think we talked about this in a stream before, but my brain has gotten into this pattern where if I'm playing something, it has to be because I'm producing something. So streaming is okay, recording videos is okay, but I can't just sit down and just play a game for fun anymore. And I can't record off the Switch because I don't have a video capture card. So whenever I would have time, it would be like, well, sure, I could use this to play Disgaea 5 on Switch, or I could use this to play, you know, Breath of the Wild or Splatoon 2. Splatoon 2 came the closest to pulling me out of that kind of thinking. But if I've got these 2 hours, then I probably should make an episode. And I really need to get out of that habit, because it's not a good habit to be in. Haha, I kept the grappling hook. You can't make me throw away my grappling hook. It's mine, darn it. Oh, darn. Well, I get the hero cape instead. How about that? And I'll keep the hero cape too long as well. I don't think that this has been QA tested either. I'm thinking. But yeah. Oh, that's a really nice piece of art. A really nice piece of art. And a cake. Why? Why? Uso. You're gonna put me back here? That's just rude. That's terribly rude. That's a fine impulse to have. This was probably put together in a game jam. Very well could have been. Oh, Jesus. I was doing so well. I had a rhythm, I had a flow, and now my rhythm and flow is just poof. It's right out the window. If this level's not careful, I'll start swearing in Italian. You know, because that's Adam's family values. Because basically the only words I know in Italian are either swear words or completely useless. Oh, fudge. Hi! Hi! Okay, okay. Let's go. Deep breath. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It's fine if it's... It's fine if it's not in English. That's, yeah. It kind of, that is what my brain seems to think. In fact, that is, to a sideways extent, the reason why I can't stop saying bugger. Because I know it's actually quite rude, or, well, it's being pointed out to me that it's quite rude, but for some reason my brain parses it as a made-for-TV swear word. Like the kind of swear word where, they need to get something by the censors, so it's not really recognized as a swear word, because in the US, it's not. In the US, it's not even the thing. So I didn't want to swear when I was doing the LBP series, so I needed a word that was like, okay, well, this is my angry word. And then one of the Australian viewers was like, hey, you do know that bugger's pretty not great a word to use. Like, oh. Soka. I don't want that key. I kind of want this level to be done. Why? Why though? No, it's Neto again. Transform the buttons into cookies. What is that? Did you slap me? Oh my god, that is so rude. Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me, you're not allowed to swear in my streams, sack thing? I can't believe they made a sweary sack thing. That's so wrong. Keys will... if a Japanese person swears, it's fine if it's in English. You know YouTube translates your language. I just, help you for the warning. That's okay, Nev. I'm not really gonna break out any swears. I'm not that frustrated yet. Keys will direct you to other levels that players have made, oftentimes locked levels. So if you wanted to make, for example, a level that only your friends could play, then you could put a key, or you could send them a key, and that would open the level for them. But usually it's just kind of an advertisement, because if you go to that person's page, it will make lines to other levels that they've made that are connected by keys. Well, not really. They only give a strike for other language swear words. Aww. It's kind of interesting, actually, because my Isaac series is pretty sweary. Both the English language series and the Japanese language series are both... There are a number of F-bombs that may show up in those episodes. I've never got a community standard strike, but I would bet that if you were on kids' YouTube, that those series don't show up. I would definitely imagine. And probably a couple of our streams when we're doing more mature language streams like Borderlands 2. Because those are also... they can be a little bit sweary. Why did I start with 78,000 points? I don't... I mean, I don't personally mind swearing, as long as it's not over much. Oh, nice camera. That's, thank you for the camera there. That was really well done. But I do think with games that are for an all ages audience, or specifically for a kids audience, swearing kind of makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Like, there was a guy I was trying to watch, and he had done a Let's Play of Little Big Karting, because this was after my PlayStation 3 had broken, and I wanted to see the levels, but obviously I couldn't play them myself. And he was just a bucket of swears. Like, just constantly F-bombs everywhere. And it was so... There was so much of a disconnect between the game, the intended audience, and the language involved in the Let's Play that it really started to make me a bit uncomfortable after a while. So, I do try to keep the LBP stuff, at least to something that, even if a kid was watching and a parent walked in the room, that they would feel comfortable with the kid watching this. Now, if the parent lets them watch my Borderlands 2 streams, then really they should probably be reconsidering the media habits of their children. Or, God forbid, like the Resident Evil 2 streams. Or the Yakuza 0 streams. I think we were mostly okay for Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man, we kept things to a hard PG-13. Which is suitable, I think, for the comics. But at Hat in Time, we were good. We were pretty good for... Oh, come on. Oh, come on! Really? Boo earns? Boo earns. That was terrible. Yakuza was definitely a substitute teacher for the kiddos. Oh yeah, I mean, I think it would be completely appropriate for the children to be watching the Yakuza stream. Was it during the Yakuza stream where, like, I really started losing my temper in Japanese, and then I started to worry about the next door neighbors? Because I remember there was either Yakuza or it might have been Biohazard, but I think it was Yakuza that, like, I just kind of opened up on some fight. Majima head slamming intensifies. Majima. What is this even? What do you want from me? I mean, we're solidly into orange diamond territory here. I don't swear, I only say fudge and sugar plums. Sugar plums! Nep, you taught me something new. I kind of want to incorporate sugar plums into my vocabulary now. I like that. Oh god. Just... What? I got my head in my hands here. Just what? Just flat what? Sure, whatever. If that's what they want, that's fine. Even after all that, we managed to get 11th place. Oh, Voodoo! Oh, Voodoo! Okay, I forgive 90% of that, because I know Vuoduo is only 10 years old. So, now I understand. I feel better about that. I think we looked at her first level, actually. Maybe last year? I remember being fairly surprised that it had been made by a 10-year-old. This is a LittleBigPlanet's level that they had asked me to take a look at. I wish they were here, but unfortunately they are not, so that 10-year-old is doing better than I could. That's what all of us said when we looked at her first level. It's like there were definitely flaws in the level, but at the same time I was like, oh yeah, Comparing myself at 10 years old to this, they did a pretty excellent job. Is that a TV on the wall? I guess it must be. Where am I? Why am I locked in this room? If the key is on this side of the room, if the lock is on this side of the room, then I must have put myself here. Is anyone there? For a 10-year-old, it's an insane amount of potential. It is, really. Oh my god, what is that thing? It's just a big glowy eye thing. Ain't nothing special. You don't need to get all head up. Okay. No. I appreciate that they ghosted the walls there. And is this a switch? Oh, it's just blood. Just dripping blood. I need to find a way out of this place. And quick. I think that's a good idea. Also, let's not touch the glowing eye person. I love the glasses. Wait. You make the flashlight break, but you don't make the glasses break? And did I just get... I got a flashlight, that's why. Why not just give me the illuminator? That would make so much more sense. It's custom built. Although, I do like this flashlight. I'll give it that. Wait, I have no more flashlight? Give me that back. Actually, I think this is built maybe off of the bones of the illuminator. Because when I look at it in the sack pocket... Or is that a light bulb? It's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of weird, though. It's not... Then it's not horror enough, right? Alright, we do have a dead body. That can't be good. And maybe they didn't want me to have to hold on to the R1 button all the time. Did you just make a noise, dead body? Because let me tell you, that's not how dead bodies usually function. If there's one thing that I can say for sure, dead bodies are generally silent. Not... Oh, okay. That's not like level keys. Those are just keys to operate the level itself. Not 100% all the time silent, you know? But generally speaking, they do tend to be quite silent. What is this? Where do you go? Nope, that's not it. Oh, we got a new room. Why do you keep on taking away my flashlights? Don't do it! You have so much to live. You're a ghost. Never mind. Not enough White Chainsaw Girl. White Chainsaw Girl was amazing. Logan, is that you? Very well might be. We are talking about, like, the Wolverine Logan, right? Not the Logan from Logan's Run. Deep cut. Fudge. Did we miss a key? I feel like we missed a key. White Chainsaw Girl was, that was pretty amazing, and I really want to take a look at that on Fever Dreams. We got the, we got this week's episodes of Fever Dreams wrapped up, but I think I might look at White Chainsaw Girl in next week's episodes. Logan, oh, well then in that case we can only hope it is. Yeah, that guy's a jerk. I mean, I don't wish death on anyone, but that guy's a real ass. Oh, it's Glowy Eyeball Chap. Oh, wait, no. Okay, we don't want to... excuse me. Oh, wait, if I lure Glowy Eyeball Chap into the rain, maybe the rain will, put him out. No, crumbs! Eh? Question mark? White Chainsaw Girl almost sounds like a Vocaloid title. Oh, Logan Paul. Right, YouTube Logan. There was, like... What I really liked about that level... I mean, I liked a number of things about that level, but it really pulled off a feeling of menace. And that was well done. How not... to make a level. This week's... Let's not pull out the microphone cord there, Risco. This week's Fever Dreams, Monday, we're going to be taking a look at that Alice in Dreamland level that we played through last week. And that's actually like... That level is like 30 minutes long. It is mostly quite good, though. I did enjoy it an awful lot. The kid is better than a kid. Kid is better than a kid. And then Wednesdays we're gonna take a look at Revolver that you looked at on your stream, Des. It was genuinely terrifying. Foolish mortal who cannot jump over bookshelves. But like the chainsaw girl just tore those bookshelves up. Now we're gonna learn how to not make a level here. Wait, it keeps going? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's very long. It's 12 individual stages. Some of them are fairly short, but some of them are on the longer side. And the whole lot of it was about 30 minutes. It did have, though, and I really appreciated it, it did have a good autosave feature. So it would start you up. If you stopped in the middle of a stage, when you came back to the creation, it would start you at the beginning of that stage. I am Maltese Assassin. I'm going to make you through some do's and don'ts of level making. Teach me, Maltese Assassin. For I would like to know. I've basically just been winging it myself. This is a secret passage. They aren't necessary but nice to have. The more work you put into your levels, the nicer they are. Head on up. Okay, I mean that's fair enough. It is a nice piece of advice. I played a bunch of how-to levels back in the day. I am the best level maker. I did like that level that you made for me, NetBrad. I was really touched by that, by the way. Don't. Okay, so... Don't what? Don't make the jumps a little bit too far? Don't make the camera so that you can't see where you're supposed to go? What is the don't here? This is a really bad camera, though. I mean, I imagine intentionally. Don't use all 3 layers at once. It makes you look lazy and your levels look dull. Also, don't make jumps impossible. You need to test your levels. That's very good advice, and a lot of people don't. What? What? There's a lot of screen tearing in this game. Yeah, there definitely can be. Well, that was kind of cool. Try to use each layer creatively. You don't always have to travel left or right to switch it up. Be creative. There are actually some nice points in this level. I think that... I mean, I tend to be titchy about presentation, and I do think that the presentation could be a little bit better here, but at the same time, I like the message that the level's trying to give. Whee! Oh, wait, no. I'm in the wrong layer! Whee! Wait, I have to be in that layer. What? Chotomate. There we are. Okay. Weird forced layer changes. Thank you so much. I like the way that the level kind of built itself there. I'm always a fan of those. Why, that is a nice bird. Okay. Did I stop just for no reason at all? These are definitely professional quality trees. Presentation is important. It makes you see the forest for the trees. Nice timing on that statement, by the way, Kronos. Yeah, I tend to be pretty big on presentation unless the gameplay is just so good that I can ignore it. What? Oh, it's basketball level. I haven't played one of these in probably literally years. And I think to some extent, part of that is also just because presentation is kind of my strong point. That was always what I had the most fun in doing. Oh, for fudge sakes. Please, just let me stop. Let me go out like unto a blister in the sun. Let me go out. Strong hands, you know you're the one. God, just end me. What do you want? Yes! Now what? Wait, what? I mean, is that it? Is that the thing? Don't. I love the outfit. Creativity, creativity, creativity. We've all had enough of the overdone levels, especially basketball. It was fun the first 5 times, not the first 5,000. I swear, if you dunk this, I will be very cross. Okay, that's respectable. If it looks bad, the design is probably bad too. I've done LittleBigPlanet ending pod introduction, but I have to do the levels. I haven't done those. Actually, I've heard of them, but I haven't done them. I think I've got introduction here. Don't make a car? I mean, I kind of like the car. Plus, I did make 3 more levels as well, like Undertale Souls. You might know it already, I don't know, but I made a fan called Broken Metatron, and the last is a jumping game. So I hope you enjoy. I'll have to take a look at those, Nep. Your, what was it called? We looked at it. We looked at it on the show. Don't just stick a controlinator piece of wood called a vehicle. Be creative, use grit snap, take your time, put effort into your work, and people will appreciate it. Again, I mean, that is good advice. The, oh no, it's Metal Gear. It returns. Was it called the Ghost of Time? Nep. Because I remember the level that we looked at on Roughly 50 Minutes Fresh that was a fun level. I had a good time with that. Oh, it's even the Metal Gear music. Good call, Hive. Now we need to get at least 91 points so that we can beat Patrick. Oh, crumbs. Oh, Lady of Time. Lady of Time. That's what it was. Yeah, that was a good one. I like that. Now, I know the reason that we haven't seen Patrick tonight is because we haven't talked about floaty fluid yet. Or maybe because we haven't seen floaty fluid. But floaty fluid seems to be a material component of summoning Patrick. So hopefully there'll be a floaty fluid level. Because I always like Patrick showing up. He's a very nice chap. I am very blessed, though. Like, everybody who shows up in stream, you are all very good people. And I lost the next words that I was going to say because I was just shocked by this poor dead shark. And I always appreciate that y'all are here and that, like, it's just very chill to have all of you in chat. So, from my black little heart and my beady little toes, thank you. What did he say? Oh, enough with the shark levels. Okay. I think the Maltese Assassin has got a few issues that perhaps needs to work out. A lot of things he seems to be tired of seeing. Yes, sir? This seems strangely familiar. Familiar good or familiar bad? Patrick! Oh my freaking god! Who's so? Oh, that is good. That is good. That is perfect timing. That was too good. That was too good. And, have I just been mentioned? Not me 12. Maybe? We all love zombies. We all don't love the same overdone zombie levels. I had heard about Ice Danger, but nobody uses it, so it was deleted. I thought it'd be good for the cold levels. The summoning circle worked, I know, right? Perhaps he needs a break from the game. He very well might. Damn, I mean the summoning circle worked. Patrick, how are you doing tonight? It is always a pleasure to have you about. Can I escape these zombies, or are we just gonna die? Wow! Oh, there's an eyeball hanging out of that zombie? Well done. I'll give props. I was doing something, had the stream turned on in the background. Nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do appreciate it. Okay. Alright, so I guess we just put the controller down and we're gonna let Michael Jackson do his thing. The zombie with the exposed mouth, second from the right, is actually pretty good. I'm fine, I think. What about you? I'm, don't be so modest. You've been summoned, obviously. We're gonna watch a thriller tonight, right? I could do with watching a horror movie tonight. I wonder if there's anything good on Netflix. I'm doing pretty well. It's a bit of a mixed bag recently, but I think that we're shading into a more stable personal space in our life, which is always good. Creativity is essential. If you want to use zombies, do something unique. Well, I gotta say I've never seen Thriller done in LBP, so it does read as unique to me. And otherwise, life is relatively quiet over on this side of things. And there's the drippy ceiling thing, but that should be fixed tomorrow. It better be fixed tomorrow, or my landlord and I are gonna have words again. And I don't think he wants to have words with me anymore. Can I oh, this is cute. I like this. Unnamed level by Lazy Sack, Heart for Heart. This is quite in-depth, you know, everything that's going on in this one. I'm a little bit surprised. I think the pod was handled pretty well there. Ah! Oh, it's a red triangle! It's a red triangle level! To go back just one step to what Nep was saying before, I think the ice hazard got taken out because it was glitchy, or it caused other things to get glitchy. Oh, lovely camera. Beautiful camera there. Do I have a... Is this a pig nose? Is there a pig nose on my face? Oh, this is cute. I remember using F4F on LBPC without knowing what it meant. It could happen, yeah. We kind of learn as we go along, right? At least it wasn't something bad. You know, accidentally learn some kind of swear or something and use it at completely the wrong place without realizing it. I realize that our friend Maltese Assassin is trying to do send-ups of common bad level themes, but I think they've gone into the bit a little bit too deeply. They may have become the bit, is what I'm saying. Because this is, I mean, this is gonna take forever. Forever. Oh, Japanese Netflix has Helter Skelter. Does it now? I'm gonna have to give it a look. I haven't checked recently, and I haven't dug too deeply beyond the horror and anime sections. I was watching Cowboy Bebop recently, because I've never actually watched the entire series. And it's amazing how much easier it is to follow with subtitles. Like, not English subtitles, it's Japanese subtitles, but even still, like, just trying to listen to it by itself is quite difficult for me. But to have it with the Japanese subtitles and listen to it at the same time is decently parsable, which makes me really, really happy. What is going on? Please, don't kill me. My life, it is so limited. What is going on here? No spoilers, please. I will not give any spoilers. I promise. I learned my lesson the time that we gave spoilers for something. Oh, Eva. We gave spoilers for Eva accidentally. Oh, come on. What? I can't get the speed to actually get over that. Maltese assassin, you've dug too deep. This is far deeper than anyone was intended to go. You have become the thing that you hated most. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad when satire warps back around into being the thing that it's actually satirizing. Satirizing. Hi, we can talk. What? What? It has no speed. I have somehow broken the level. Why? Never did get feedback on hundreds of suggested levels. Yep. I also got plenty to critique on his advice, but I'd rather spare myself the effort right now. Yeah, I think that's fair. Waffle, it's not that because people don't use it, because they didn't upload anything with ice danger, so basically they deleted it and causes lag to delete one thing until the lag is over. Oh! I think we did talk a little bit. We did... Wait, what? I was looking at chat and apparently I just escaped? Great. Ooh, major lag. Please. Major lag and no sound. Why would you do this to me? Stop! For God's sake, stop! You've made your point. It must be spawning a whole bunch of crap in. Wait, where am I? I honestly don't know where I am. Hold on. End of Eva makes perfect sense. Looking at this, I wonder if gyro wheel still exists in LVP. That was mind-blowing back in the day. Something staring into the abyss, right? Right? Somebody has gotten way too deep. Like, this is not... No, look, it's gonna crash my system. Thank you, it was cute, but... Enda Eva and the last two episodes of Eva make perfect sense. Marky, welcome back! It is great to have you. How'd the shopping go? This is the world's largest bomb survival. I don't... Something was spawning, something weird. But apparently we finished the level, even though we totes didn't finish that level. So... Sure. Right, that's a thing. What do we... Can we go back to the planet there? I guess we can't go back to the planet unless we actually play something. A visit to North Holland. This is from Little Black Adder. And Little Black Adder is good people. He who hunts monsters and whatnot, right? Monsters we be, lest monsters we become. Which, you know, like... is a real self-justifying tagline for Vampire the Masquerade. Well, we have to be monsters or we'll become monsters. It's cyclical. You want to try mine once. After this level, I will. Thank you, Nep. I'll definitely check one of them out. Good, but too expensive when the missus keeps putting stuff in the trolley and I don't realize. Amsterdam. Is that like a is that like a used phrase by the tourism board? Okay. I like the background there. It's actually pretty cool. Oh, vampire. Now I want to play the card game. I miss Vampire the Eternal Struggle way too much. The game is way too good. But I know nobody who plays it over here, and I certainly don't have the money to invest in cards anymore, so... Sonnen. I want to know what's going on with those XXX flags. Like... is that a thing in Amsterdam? My shopping myself tends to be deliriously inexpensive, but I always buy the same food every week, so I kind of got it down to a science. Can I ask, do people design and draw their levels before making them? I did. Like, the kanji school was heavily drawn out. There was a lot of work in how to set up the classrooms. Some of my hubs I sketch out before I actually start building them. Not always, but sometimes. Particularly the more real-world places, like I sketched out my room to make sure I could get kind of the layout of it correct. Yeah, actually, whenever I make levels, which is granted really quite rare, but whenever I make levels, I do tend to sketch it out. And I love the cows. The logic too. I tend to sketch out the logic a lot, because otherwise, if I try to just do the logic in game, then my brain just starts to fall apart after a while. So. It's Amsterdam, and therefore... Oh, wait, is that what that means? The triple X's are red light districts? Oh! Hi, Risco. Hi, of course that's what it means. Dummy? Clearly we are not quick on the uptake today. Although granted, they do use a different rating system in Japan. So usually when, like, my first idea was that it was hooch. Because in the old Bugs Bunny cartoons, whenever somebody was drinking alcohol, it would always be labeled XXX. Well, not whenever they were drinking alcohol, but like when a character would be drinking like moonshine, and they'd have the big jug, right? With the loop for your thumb or your finger. And the jug would be labeled XXX to show that it was moonshine. But yeah, okay. Yeah, of course. Obviously red light districts. Thanks, little Blackadder. No, it's definitely marketing. X exists, but triple X does not exist. Unless it's Vin Diesel, and then it absolutely exists, and it wishes that it didn't exist. I don't sketch logic because it usually leads to me finding a better and more efficient solution. My level has taken so many different turns while creating it. Thanks, I'm always just creating then deleting. I guess like whatever works for you, really. I have to at least kind of sketch out the logic if it's anything more complex than a couple of selectors and AND gates. Like the teleportation logic in the kanji school it took a lot of work, and it needed to be mapped out before I started placing things down, because otherwise I would have just gotten confused with it. But I'm gonna take maybe a 3 or 4 minute break, get myself a little bit of water, also toss out the water that's collecting in the pots and pans because I think they're about to overflow, and have a really quick cigarette. My rule of thumb is that I didn't feel good about making a certain part, I scrap it outright. That's fair enough, yeah. But we'll be back. The neck, and then Netbrad. We'll take a look at Netbrad's level. Man, I wish this leaking water was even vaguely drinkable, because it seems like such a waste to throw it out, but at the same time, it's like it's kind of reddish and it smells monkey as hell. That's M-U-N-K-Y monkey, not M-O-N-K-E-Y monkey. Completely different. Nep Brad. Is this your... Okay, no. That's not spooky at all. Yeah, like... I don't... Nep Nep, what's your PSN name? Oh, I spelled Ned Brad. I did indeed. How did I do that? And why? Stop searching for Ned Brad. Nep. Oh, because it's the O button. The O button took me out of it. Gotcha. It is Ned Brad. Okay, so I just spelled it wrong because I'm an idiot. There we go. Which one do you recommend? What's on, I don't want to play the Undertale one because I still need to play Undertale myself. So, do you have one that you particularly like? Or we could just try the Sinis the Survivalist, Sinis the Scientist. Let's give that one a look. It's top of the list. Top of the list. All right. My mouth is clearly deciding to rebel against me. One of these days I'll actually make a level again. Oddsock, why are you doing here? Oh wait, you came for love. How beautiful. Oh, crumbs, that reminds me, I haven't put up my posts.
Beautiful. I cannot allow that. I cannot allow that.
Nice voice work, by the way, Nep.
See you to the death, Oddsock.
Hey, I'm stuffed now. Too many pancakes.
Bubbles.
Thanks for bubbles. I like that. Oh, buggery. I'm gonna give that one another try. Give me 1 second, because I actually have to hit send post on these posts. Crumbs. Well, we're only 29 minutes late. That's not so bad. I've certainly been later before, and for worse reasons. Do I do the Twitter posts now? Because those are super Mendokusai. I'll save the Twitter posts for later, because I'm going to have to put 10 links in, and that's always a pain. Pancakes is a thing I haven't had in a long time. I know, right? I haven't had pancakes in about a year now. We're doing that again. We're beating our score. There was like a pancakes boom here.
What are you doing here?
But I think it's mostly
you gave me
past.
for love. How beautiful.
Beautiful.
I cannot allow that.
Of course not.
I cannot allow that.
Of course not.
See you to the death, Artsock. Thanks for the bubbles.
Nep, do you have the are these on a random pattern, or are they on a set pattern? I'd be interested in knowing. Although I will have to hold on to actually check the answer because I don't want to die. Oh, crumbs. We already talked about how Dawn of the Dead, the Zack Snyder remake, like, is terrible. Did we do that bit already? I don't want to do, like, the same bit twice. I like this one now. This is cool, and the voiceover is pretty good, yeah. If I recall, last time I had pancakes was during the first PAX Australia. Holy dogs. Okay, yeah. I didn't even know someone made A World Revolving in LBP. It's a crazy good song. I'm going to have to write that down. I've always got my ear out for good music. A World Revolving. Toby Fox is greater than Beethoven. Just saying. For context, when Animal Crossing New Leaf came out, that is going back a bit. Smart move with the random pattern, by the way, NetBrad. I do find survival challenge. Why do I keep on bouncing out? I want to replay it. Survival challenges that have set patterns, I think, kind of undercut themselves.
What are you doing here?
Because you end up working on the pattern and not necessarily working on the skill.
How beautiful. I cannot.
There is an argument made for that, or argument that can be made for that, but I tend to like survival challenges that do run off of random patterns. I just want to get 570 points, that's all.
Thanks for the bubbles.
It's such a little thing to ask for. I just want to get on the scoreboard. Just on the scoreboard, yo. I like the stove, by the way, at the end. I think that's pretty charming. Wah, 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 wah. Aka. Nope. Nope. Oh, we got this. We got this. This is on the lockdown. We're grooving. These lasers, they don't even know what they're doing. They're like, we gotta get that odd sock, but they can't. They can't. This odd sock, on fire. And fuego, even. Alright, we are almost there. Almost there. We can do this. Crumbs. Crumbs. Oh, and they speed up, too. Nice call. Oh, buggery. Is it fair to say that Dawn of the Dead is Zack Snyder's best movie? Yes it is. I wasn't able to beat your score, NetBrad, but I like that. I like that a lot. I'm getting Jeevil flashbacks. That the speed up is good, and that's something that I find a lot of survival challenges forget, is to actually like gin up the difficulty of the survival challenge. So I'm very happy with that one. I think you could definitely say, or at least make the argument, that Dawn of the Dead is Zack Snyder's best movie, but I do think that is kind of damning with faint praise. Although, he already had like 2 strikes against it when they claim that it's set in Milwaukee, but as soon as they do the aerial shot of the city, and I do think the beginning of that movie is really well handled. As far as like zombie panic society breakdown, it's one of the better intros. I think Dawn of the Dead and I Am a Hero have some of my favorite like zombie panic starters. But he shot it chronologically because he did not know what he was doing. That is genius. Explains a lot. They say that it's set in Milwaukee. And I spent 8 years in Milwaukee. Milwaukee doesn't get a lot of love as far as movies go. Like, basically hardly any love at all. So when I heard it was in Milwaukee, I got, like, really excited. I was like, oh, it's in Milwaukee. That's so awesome. It's so cool. And then they do that aerial shot of the city. They pan out of the city. It's not Milwaukee. Like, not even vaguely. Not even close to Milwaukee. So already, you know, you got 2 strikes against. Their reasoning for leaving the mall is so absolutely dumb that I actually find it pretty unforgivable. In the first movie, in the original version of Dawn of the Dead, they have to leave the mall because it's been invaded by bikers, and the trucks that they've had blocking off the doors have been moved, so the zombies also are re-invading the mall. So the mall is no longer a viable place for them to stay. Makes sense, okay, you got a helicopter, you gotta get away. The reason for leaving in the mall in Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead is, I don't want to die in a mall, and I'd rather die in an island that we don't know anything about, that may or may not have any kind of means of supporting a human population. And the islands that are in Lake Michigan aren't really all that big. Like, I mean, I suppose maybe if somebody knows a little bit about farming and fishing, possibly you could kind of make a life, but like, it's gonna be really freaking cold because that whole area is freezing cold in the winter. It's just absurdly cold, and it's gonna be a hard freaking life. You got 7 people living in a mall, and there is a food shop, and there is a do-it-yourself shop in the mall, because we see both of those in the whatchamacallit. Okay, that was dumb. We see both of those in the montage sequence when they're doing Down with the Sickness. So the mall was sustainable. They could have set up like a viable farm on the roof. But no, it's like, oh, I don't want to die in a mall, so let's just run away to some island. I hated Steve. Steve was a jerk, but he's the only one who's got any sense in that movie. And even he is just like, oh yeah, sure, let's go to the island. So, yeah, I have my issues with Dawn of the Dead remake. I could get very voluble about that. None of them people knew about agriculture. No, I severely doubt that any of them knew about agriculture. I have my doubts. But it made me, it kind of got under my skin a little bit. Ah, crumbs. Okay, so we're gonna have to, like, we want a fat toggle to kind of slow things down, and then little toggle so that we can actually fly. And I am not going to beat Patrick's score. I think we're just going to say it right now. Okay, no. What do we do about this? Zippy. I'd argue that predetermined patterns and survival challenges encourages replayability. Because you're always trying to do your score a little bit better, I guess. I mean, Okay, to be fair, I haven't brought myself to finish Sucker P. Owl movie, but I would be hard-pressed to identify one of his films. It took me a couple hours to beat Jevel on my end. It's a stupidly fun fight. I haven't seen Sucker Punch either. Why do my scores keep popping up on levels I don't even remember? That is, I can't identify one of his films as better as a movie qua movie than Dawn of the Dead. Batman vs Superman is the much more interesting movie. Huh. I haven't seen BVS, and I haven't seen Sucker Punch. My ex liked Sucker Punch, but I think oh, come on! But I think she was viewing it more in the audio-visual sense than she was in the story sense. That's awful. That is absolutely awful. Ah, so... It's getting to be that time again. It's getting to be that time again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being over. Oh, right. L1 and X. L1 and X. Whew. That didn't, that wasn't annoying at all. I suppose one of these days I'll have to, take a look at Sucker Punch, but... Like, I haven't heard a lot of good about it. What do you want me to do here? Oh, button. Who's got the button? Cute. That was really weirdly animated, but sure, why not? Why not? The Snyder. Hello? Well, I mean, yes, but... Hello? Did we break it? Did we break the level? I mean... Huh? Excuse me, but what? I guess that's why they've got the arrow on the shield, I suppose. It seems kind of wonky, but sure, whatever. Whatever, we'll roll with it. Is this the thing that is done? What? Switch? Oh, now it works. Sure, why not? Let's have gameplay elements that work differently every time. Those are the best. Those are my favorites. Switch. Gotcha. Maybe we'll catch up to Patrick. It's possible. No, it's not. R1. That's L1. Hi. Well, I guess? I don't know why we would... Oh, what? No. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work at all. Oh, but we can duck. We can't duck. What do you want? Game. Level. What have I done to you? I'm sure there's something terrible involved. Alright, so toggle's gotta go this way. I don't think that we've got the time. I mean, we must. We must be able to. There we go. Does the wind, like, slacken? Maybe? If we jump? No? No? I'd ask you for advice, Patrick, but you said you don't remember the level at all, so that's not gonna help. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay. We can do this. We can absolutely positively do this. Nope. Oh, you bugger. That's interesting. It says we got an extra thing in chat, but we don't seem to have an extra thing in chat. Okay, so apparently the way to beat this is to not look at it. Because whenever I'm not looking at it, suddenly I get to succeed. Hi. Easy peasy. No. Oh, bugger me sideways. Yeah, okay, sure. What happens when you transform? You go faster, but you are lighter. And actually, you know what? That might be the key here. That is the key. Hive, you're a genius. Just as long as I don't screw it up. Alright, because we get smaller. Right. So we can just wait till it's completely past. Love them. Pete and Mike, I don't know why they need love, except for the fact that everybody does. But for the love of both of them. Not gonna lose my temper. Totally gonna lose my temper. That's the thing, okay. So we need an alternating grab switch. There we go, so there's a switch. Grab switch. Switch. Gotcha. Genius, Hive. You are genius. I would have spent the entire time just looking at this thing like, what the hell am I supposed to be doing? Henshin! Has my message not appeared? I guess it must not have done. I mean, I didn't see your message. I saw a notice that a message should be up. Oh, these are so much fun. I love these. But it didn't actually appear. Why? Why do you do this to me? Here. Now, we need this to go the other way? The other M? Oh, for fudge's sakes. Hi. Hi. There we are. That was super easy. Oh. Hi. Gotcha. Now this is gonna swing around. Wanna go light again. Can we make that? We can, but that's not that. We should not have done that. Swing it around. Make sure that we're light. Jump over to here. Jump. No, fudge. But. Success. The other M was motherhood, wasn't it? I never played the other M, but I could see that maybe there would be a kludgy analogy going on there. Alright. Now do that. See how easy that was? Bisco, you can do this. This is eminently doable. 100%. Just, oh, fudge. We keep on stitching ourselves up. I mean, this is just genius levels of play. I am never playing a toggle level again. Never. Just it's going away. It's off the list from now on. I hate this. Samus spends most of the game listening to a man to the detriment of her own safety and talking about babbies and motherhood. Well, yeah, that does... Oh, no. Do not fall. Do not fall. That does sound like a really, really kludgy analogy for motherhood. So, was that Nintendo produced, or was that done by another company? You could shake off the pain by speedrunning Voltaic Ruination. Kronos, what did I ever do to you? Have I caused you pain in some way? Hi. Sayonara. That's enough of that. Was, the other M... That was on Wii, wasn't it? Insomnia's Obstacle Course 3. Nintendo written, developed by Team Ninja. Man, sounds like they dropped the ball heckin' hard on that one. Series of awesome misadventures. Now, is this one gonna lag up on us? Because I remember the Kingdom of Awesome, and that was a really, really fun set of levels. That would explain why I never played it. My nephew had the Wii, but he would have been too young at that time for a game like the other M. Although, like, even as a littlin, he was really good at Splatoon, so he probably could have... Wait, Splatoon was Wii, right? No, Splatoon was Wii U. So that would have been... He would have been older at that point. God, time. He's like in 3rd grade now, isn't he? Holy Christ. Lots of screen tear in this level, by the way. So just as a heads up and a warning to anybody who may be made nauseous by that. This is, if I recall correctly, by Digicube. And if it follows the same sense of humor as the first series of levels, it should be really, really good. Oh, hey, little fella. Didn't see you there. How you doing? Okay, my name is Ingrid. I like that. Yeah, life's a bit hard. Anyways, I bet you're wondering what I'm doing now. That's right, I'm building something. Ha! You're not even pretending. Keep up, you're doing great. As I was saying, I'm trying to break the barrier between dimensions. Alternative music doesn't work for me anymore. I want to go beyond. Oh my god, so young and babby. Splatoon was released in 2015. That was 4 years ago. How old would he have been 4 years ago? Being a princess is so hard and I hate it. I really want to take a break from all this royal stuff. Now, there's just so little to complete this machine I call... I love the animation, by the way. Machine... I know! You arrived just in time to power it with the most powerful being that has ever been on this series. Oh, of course. I mean, the collector. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Man, Digicube... She's basically Princess Bubblegum, isn't she? If I knew who Princess Bubblegum was, I'm sure that I would agree. Is Princess Bubblegum Adventure Time? Oh, my mouth was right. That's impossible. Hey, Waffle, logging into LVP for 5 minutes. Inaccurate. This isn't a J-side level, therefore the collector has no power here. That definitely looks like her. She could be a Princess Bubblegum XP. Yes, Adventure Time. See, one of these times I'm going to have to sit down with Adventure Time, because I've heard a lot of good from it. There's so much stuff that I've missed being in Japan. Just being out of the regular media mix and availability of stuff. Hey, Sackling, looks like we got teleported to outer space. How weird is that? Pretty weird. The portal seems to be open. Right there. Yeah, sorry, Des. I'm back on the old, the Wi-Fi connection, so She's definitely Princess Bubblegum XP. Want to get home, must reach it, but we must get through this asteroid field first. And you know what? We are doomed! It's not how I wanted things to go. I hate when this happens. It was supposed to be a controlled experiment where we were supposed to research the environments before we enter them. Erg. You know, now I want to go home. I'd rather be a regular princess than be a space cowboy type of damsel in distress. Oh nice, the universe is looking for that rock, quick. Well, that's one way to do it. Hi. Alright. Oh, for fudge's sake. I am really liking the presentation here. That's it, I'll meet you ahead. I'm just floating. The fog effect is actually used well for once, which is so rare. No, don't. I think we might do just maybe one or two. I can take auto reject off. I don't know if that would be a good idea, Des. I'm a little bit worried about the connection, but also because my brain is starting to get a little bit slippery. So this might be the last level that we look at tonight. Hey, look what I found. You're standing on some kind of attracting asteroid. My scientists use the same property of it in the castle. It looks so familiar seeing it out here. It seems like the fluid inside is turning the rock and creating a field. Yeah. There's a bit of a haze, it feels like, between the foreground where we are and the background back there. I guess it's not really fog, but depth of field. I'm gonna call it Cookie Royce. And it looks like the portal loved it too. I have 5 minutes to spare. I don't think we're gonna be able to finish the level in 5 minutes. Keep going, we need to find out what the heck is going on. There it goes, the universe, so helpful. It makes it feel cold. We could do a test another time. Absolutely. I think that would be a good idea. And maybe, like, testing it first for just if we can get it to function and then trying to do a test stream. Oh my god, lucky 333. Yay, 333. The statosphere is pleased. Now the what's it called? The celestial clergy has been filled. All archetypes have been met, and the universe must reset. Hope you enjoyed the universe. We're getting a new one. Hopefully it'll be better. Or at the end if I'm around. Quite possibly. But yeah, that actually might not be a bad idea. Yeah. Brain function. No! I think the effect, you're right that it does make it look cold, but I think that it works pretty well with the kind of the outer spacey feel to it. Excellent. Can I say how much I like those batteries too? Because I really like those batteries. Monkey bars. Why must you be monkey bars? You make me so sad with your monkey bar action. Alright, my brain is definitely just like dripping right now. We've reached the point where Risco starts to sing more than usual. That can't be good. That can't be good at all. Oh my god, it's Mr. Key! Kronos, why is Mr. Key here? Can you hear it? Looks like it's resonating. Maybe all those cookie roids charged it up. Does Mateos know that Mr. Key is in this level? It's so magnificent. A shocking crossover. I know, right? It's like nature revealed itself to us. So pure. Makes me want to stay forever just observing such beauty. What, for real? Holy muffin! What a twist! What a twist! Arg! Plot twist, Mateos is Digicube's shadow painter. I haven't hearted Digicube. That surprises me. Wait. Oh, that's because you're pressing O. Risco. Please. Please. Your brain. The key was a cry for help and recognition. I'll have to tell Mateos I noticed that. Perhaps he'll be pleased. He must know about it, though. I can't imagine that he wouldn't have seen that. Wait, what? I thought the level was over? Also, that was really weird, the way the height, the checkpoint just got really super big. Oh, it's you. Do you feel good? This teleportation thing gives me nausea. Someone will have to clean up behind there. Anyway, something is wrong on Saturn V. Something or someone is trying to communicate with us. Maybe we didn't get it yet. And it seems it wants to see us in our purest form. Or we just died, and that's it. I'm too young for it. Jeez. I love the angry face. Hi? It's not so bad at all. I feel comfy. Okay. Hi, hi. Can I grab your foot? Ooh, nice effect. Oh, I like that. Faster than expected. Is it challenging us to a race? But where to? Oh, I'm digging this. Kronos, are you seeing that? Does it know it can talk to us? Little fella, let's follow its orders. I think it can take us home. Prepare to run. Why am I bouncing? Oh, wow. This is nice. Okay, I like this. Oh my... Wait, Kronos, did you work on this? Is this your work? Holy dogs. Alright, I'm well impressed. Digicube. It's that frickin' Esmeralda. Oh, piffle. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No! There. What is even all of this? No. No, 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 no. I'm losing time. So much time is being lost. I can't... I can't get onto the... Yes, I can. Hi, Risco. Please, please, work with me. No, no, no. That's not how you do that. Oh, I'm in distress. Ah! Shire! Moe! Ah! Okay, get on there. Jump over. Get on there. Get down on it. Mom and Dad, get down on it. Both brothers and sisters. Get down on it. Get down on it. What the dogs? Yeah, okay, look, I'm well impressed. Ouch. Hey fella, how's your ride? Mine too, it's definitely worth a try. But we ended up here again. I wish I had the time to show the first adventure, because it's really good and it's very much of this style. But it's about like 5 or 6 levels, and they're pretty beefy levels, so... Oh, hello. So all this was you. Wrong portals? Yeah, that happened. Des, you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for dropping in, and I will see your stream tomorrow morning. Ara! Go man, Des! Go man! That's awesome. How can you do these things? Fooey. Gomennasai. Desu-san. Gomennasai. So, it wants us to experience this dimension. Let's do it. I swear we'll work something out, Des. Ara. See you in dreams. And I wonder if Digicube is creating yet. I would really be interested in seeing what Digicube does with dreams. I imagine it will be pretty nice. At least I cross my fingers and hope it'll be pretty nice. Ah. Okay. Whew. Well, I mean, this was certainly a oneer, this go-about. Had some really good levels, absolutely. Had some pretty bad levels. Well, that's a better send-off than my Neon Dimensions will ever provide. Ada! Kronos. Your Neon Dimensions is very good as well. Just very good in different ways. I love the gameplay in Neon Dimensions, I gotta say. The Neon Dimensions Rush in particular really gets it for me. Have a wonderful day, Des. Thank you so much. It's actually pretty good timing because we're just about wrapping up here. Yeah. This was a really solid one. Some of the levels, not so good. You know, it was a bit of a mixed bag. But some of the levels were really quite well done. And as always, but chat was really good for me today, and I'm glad that all of you showed up. I'm amazed that we summoned Patrick. That was pretty darn cool. Had a few new folks, new faces pop in. Of course, Hive, thank you so much. NetBrad. Kronos, as always. You are the spine of chat. You are absolutely the spine of chat. But I think that we've hit the 3.5 hour point, and the brain is definitely gone sideways at this point. So, I'm still here. So, and not me 12. Thank you so much for saying bye, because I would have missed you. Yes, Des. Thank you all. So, とりあえず from me, Risco, here in Osaka, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you. Arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.